every time there's a hot spot in my crotch. It's dense and hot. And that's my life.
Ralph married me and my wife. That Ralph sounds pretty cool because he's in a three-way polygamous marriage.
It's Raffaele, and I'm a YouTuber.
It's the kind of thing that I feel like we probably not buy.
We have a power washer.
She's an axe murderer. Obviously, she wouldn't want her law firm to know that. That would be awkward.
We're thinking about buying a cat. I mean, that cat will know its fucking place.
So it's Mint.
Mind.
Fuck you, logic puzzles.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Every single thumbnail I've ever made on my channel has been on PowerPoint.
Oh my god. There is a simplicity.
Yes.
Real slide energy.
It's got massive slide on it.
Welcome Back Pocket. It's Thursday the 28th of July and you are watching Back Pocket, coming at you live from the homes of the people that you're currently watching right now. It's starring LounaTuna, special guest, and Gus Ronald eventually. He's not here yet, but he will be. He's hot-footing it over here from the middle of Australia somewhere. Also, Peter Burns.
That's this guy.
Woo! What a face. What a head of hair. And your host, I guess, Stephanie Bendixson, on the showrunner. The Octopath lays before us as Pornbarians stray from the Just King's compound and join the spy party in the Minecrafted wilds. I think this could be our best show yet!
Oh no. And Steph, your audio is broken apparently.
It's all...
Is that what? What?
That's how
No?
I fix it. That's how I fix things.
That's how you fix it. You just unplugged it while you're live. Could have muted first.
No, because this is how Chad and I have an understanding of how we deal with technical issues, and I usually just like rip out cables and just shove them back in again.
Well, it seems to have worked.
Yay!
It seems to have
Fixes
worked.
it every time. Thank you, Chad. I'd like to point out as well, number one Back Pocket fan, Tolga in the chat as well, who is here to see me because
Love you, Tolga.
he just can't stay away. So like, thanks Tolga, but like, just cool it down.
You guys have to be the sweetest couple on Twitch.
That's cute.
Hands down.
Thank you very much.
It makes me happy anytime I see you share any part of your life, and it is an absolute joy because there are delightful moments that I would never even think to capture that you have captured. My favorite one I think so far is when you're capturing Tolga's reaction to like moments from Friends because you've never seen Friends before.
Yes. Oh, I have so many more too. It's so fun
good.
to watch someone react to something that you've watched, your entire life. So fun, so much fun. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Now I'm going to get I'm blushing
Thanks so
now.
much for joining us on the show. It's awesome to have you here. I'm such a big fan of yours as well, and all of the joy and zaniness and creativity you bring to your channel. So it's a joy to have you here on a very loose show as well. Back Pocket.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited. I'm so excited. I love this show so much. So
We met before this show existed.
yes,
When
Yes, we did.
Twitch hired us both to put together a singing show.
yeah. I was
And
actually just
the
telling Tolga
voice,
about it.
the lungs.
Yeah.
But
That's
some people might
alright.
not know this about you. I know all of your viewers will, but some of our audience might not know. They might just see you playing Banjo-Kazooie and be like, well, this is like a bloody legend. But you're beyond that because not only are you playing the finest games ever made, but you've got the lungs to follow up as well. You sing a fair bit on your stream, don't you?
I do sometimes. I was about to say I'm going to hire you guys to just like hype me up all the time. This is great. I haven't had this many compliments in ages.
hype machine. I like to sing problems to make them go away. So I'll be like, why is this happening to me? I need to fix it somehow. It's it's like an anxious habit.
I like it. It's like a vocal stim Whereas I just sing about pooing in people's mouths. It's great. Good
Yeah.
times.
Oh, what a great song, though. What a great song. That was actually how I first learned about you, because Peter was like, you have to go to this girl's Twitch channel. She sings this song. But no one can like, to describe it ruins the joy of it. I feel like you just have to watch a bunch of LounaTuna's Twitch and hope she sings it one day to be blessed with it.
Very special song.
What a special song. What a special song. So Gus has been away for the past week with his dad traveling in Central Australia. So that's why he's not here, but he is coming. He just landed about an hour ago, I think, at the airport, Peter.
Yeah. He's landed. I believe he's in chat. He's watching the show. I believe he just collected his luggage.
Oh my gosh.
And he lives pretty close to the airport. He'll be
give him
here.
a little breather. Are we dressed the same?
Oh
this
my
is so
God.
lame.
I'm wearing green
this is
wool.
cute.
Same.
Oh shit.
You guys didn't even look at each other. No, this is cute though.
I know. We never look at each other, and we pass each other multiple times throughout the day in the hallway.
I'm gonna like purposely try to match. Well, actually, I get dressed first, and then he'll be like, "What are you wearing? I'm gonna match you."
Yeah, your role swap the other day was pretty epic.
Oh, yeah.
You're dressed as
Forgot
each
about
other.
That is the weirdest thing that I think I've ever experienced. When you look at your partner and they look like you, and you are not your own type, so you're just like, I love you, but this is weird. Don't look at me.
I loved it. I loved also when somebody thought that you guys were brother and sister, and then you made out with each other.
That was Tolga's fault. That was Tolga's genius.
Beautiful.
Dream
Beautiful.
PC, thank you so much for gifting subs. It's very, 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 very kind. Big slate of gift subs from Dream PC in the chat. Very
What a
kind.
hero. We are at hype train level 5. So there's been a lot of heroes in Maiden Muse resubbed, Dream PC, BuriBuri's given out subs. It's all happening. The hype train has truly left the station. But yeah,
Peter, what's new in your world? I feel like my instinct is not to ask you because I live with you, but you should share what's happening in your life for the sake of Luna and the viewers.
well, we've had a horrible 3 weeks, Stephanie, with renovations happening in the house. There's just no way to unwind when your home is full of shit. I feel stressed.
There's random dudes in the house all the time.
I know.
And I've given up getting up when they get here. I'm just like, because they arrive very early. And so I just stay in bed, and then I emerge like a banshee, and I'm like, what's up? And I go like down to the little bathroom. But I feel like I can't complain about it because it's lovely that we get to do it at all. But but yeah, it's very annoying. We haven't been able to wash anything for a long time.
But
And also
otherwise, sorry, no, go ahead.
No, you continue.
I was just going to
Please,
say, but
after you.
Yeah, no, after me, please, after me. I was gonna say that it's been an interesting week because the company's down. Low key is in like what do they call where the MASH? What's the MASH? What's the ward that they have on MASH?
Oh, like an infirmary?
No.
Like
No, it is. It's not in administration. It's still going. We're fine.
Googling.
I see you. No triage. Thank you. Triage. We got Lord Phoenix,
Gotcha.
Gazra, Muser for hire. Everyone's on the triage. We're in triage.
Hey.
We're down to Gus. We're
Yeah.
down to the center of the country. He's still here though. He looks great.
But
doesn't
is
he?
on his way.
He's on his way.
And yeah,
Down
poor Nick has been in a roundabout
Sick boy.
never-ending nightmare of sickness with his whole family. So
Yep.
even a remote show, I think he just lost his voice completely, so wouldn't be able to talk. Would be here miserable trying to mime what he'd been playing this week.
Yep.
Which, although charming, would have been exhausting for him, I think. So we'll let him rest.
Will lost his voice. He's sick as well, the flu. And poor Benny's on the back end of a COVID bout as well. So everyone got sick except us. We're fine. And
Max
we're lucky.
Says, I only just realized Gus is not moving.
Yep. He's usually a still man.
He's a still very centered man who just holds one expression for a very long
The
time.
reason you know that that's not the actual Gus is because he looks well kept. That camera is going to disappear at some point, and we're going to see a hairy beast from the outback.
We did see a photo of everyone from like a year ago, and everyone looked very different. And I think it was mainly you guys, because you just have not had haircuts or trimmed your beards in a long time, which is fine. But you did look very kind of clean cut and shiny when we were sort of
When we were young.
I don't know, maybe
Gus is freaking the fuck out IRL apparently.
Why?
Why?
I don't, yeah, why are you freaking
Don't race,
out?
mate. We got heaps of time.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We'll start talking about
We're
some
just-
games, and you can just rock
We're
up when you
just
rock up.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to say as well that after your after a discussion last week about the fact that those airport scanners always set off your hot crotch.
Yes, yeah.
I have a hot foot.
There you go.
I have a hot foot because I traveled
Dense
interstate
foot.
recently. Airport scanner, second time, hot foot has set off the airport scanner. So I don't know. I think it's because I have metal pins in my foot. But twice I've asked the airport lady if it's the metal pins in my foot, and she says no. But what else could it be? Is it just that I have a hot foot?
Yes. Yeah, Luna, when was the last time you
about you,
flew?
Peter?
When was the
What
last
does
time
that
you
say
flew?
about
Because we
you?
need some
Actually,
context for
recently.
Luna. Yeah.
Like
Do you-
earlier this month.
Okay, so did you know how it used to just be the X-ray scanning like conveyor belt, and you'd walk through a metal detector.
Yeah.
You've seen the new Fandangle machines where you step into them, you put your arms up in the air, and it does like a boom boom.
The America thing.
The America
what I
thing.
remember it from.
We're getting TSA'd in Australia
Yeah.
now. In our Australia.
And all your bits can be seen. And
Exactly.
it's,
So I
very
have-
invasive.
It's super invasive. Apparently, Steph has a dense foot because it is always detecting on that. I have a dense, let's say, booty.
Is it density?
I don't know, but it's something
Kind
they're
of
like,
density.
there's something up there, something sus. Did you get
There's
through
something
that
up
machine
there.
unscathed?
I've gone through unscathed. I guess, like, what do they like stop you and be like, hey, that
Yeah.
foot is
Yeah.
real
You get a little pat
dense,
down.
like. No, I actually go through unscathed. I never have any issues.
You must be a perfect volume.
touch wood. Surprisingly.
All right, we should get on to what we've been playing this week. So I guess just saying, what you all been playing? It's our gaming week, and it's brought to us by BuriBuri, one of our wonderful patrons, who would be a better host of this show than I would, I think. I've not spoken to BuriBuri directly. Oh, we've had BuriBuri on Discord, maybe?
Yeah, we've spoken
Or
to
has
BuriBuri.
she-
Yeah, maybe I've had a
Yeah.
meeting with BuriBuri about.
And we've
how-
had phone messages from BuriBuri.
Yeah, she was quite litigious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and well spoken. So I think I would say a better host, and something that we should consider. BuriBuri hosting in the beautiful Flower Crown.
Yeah, lovely.
Let's start with you, Luna, because
No, we're starting with you,
no, we're
Stephanie.
starting with me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was going to throw you in. We'll throw you in the deep end. No, I'll get my stuff out of the way because I played SnowRunner this week, which is a game that I feel like a lot of people are really across and aware of. It's a bit like Euro Truck Simulator, but for my monthly co-stream with Bajo, we decided to jump in to this. We've decided that Sims are kind of a good game for us to play together because we mostly just like to chat when we play games because we don't live in the same state anymore and we don't get to hang out as much as we used to. And so when we stream together, we kind of just want to catch up and chill. So Sims have been kind of good games to do that. However, I would say so much of the joy of this game is kind of hidden behind a barrier of very frustrating menus. Like it has one of the worst interfaces I think I've ever experienced in a video game, period, let alone a simulation game. Just this whole kind of system of having to like retain your truck in individual cities and then go into specific garages to get the truck back out again and then retain it, and it's very annoying. And then being able to try and set up a co-op game was a nightmare. So the first 2 hours of our stream was just us kind of dicking around trying to figure out how to play with each other. When we finally got it in, it was really, really fun. It's having only played it in co-op, I don't know how fun I would find it on my own, because you get bogged so often that without someone to come and like winch you out of a serious bog situation, I don't know how fun I find it, like navigating all of the various systems of trying to get your car out of those situations when they're really intense. But like, also it was very fun when we were just messing around with winches and different things. I think probably my favorite moment when we were playing this together was when we had to, because despite being called SnowRunner, I think it's about like, I don't know, like 40 hours or something before you get to the actual snow. Maybe not that long, but it's a very misleading name, I think.
Right.
You spend a lot of time in this autumnal forest with weird demon creatures that stare at you from the darkness. You can see them there. Weird design choice for the game, I thought. But you have to sort of pick up different missions to sort of help out
So it's an
farmers
open
that have-
world, and you're going around
Yeah.
and interacting with like icons on the map to pick up a mission and complete it.
Have you not played this?
Why would I
assumed
play
every-
this piece of shit? It's a truck.
it's not a piece of-
It's a
it's
truck
not a
and
piece of
mud
shit.
simulator.
It's not a piece of it's surprisingly satisfying. I don't know what it is about it. Like it's like the menus are super annoying, and I haven't really experienced it solo yet, but there is definitely the way the trucks navigate the terrain is strangely
The physics of it look
joyful.
impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. And you really feel how each truck is different, and as you go upgrading the various mechanics of each truck and stuff like that. And I learned a lot about the diff.
Yep.
The diff. Do you know what that is?
No.
What's the diff?
The diff. Is it,
What's a diff,
is it
mate?
short for differential? I don't know.
Yeah.
Barjo was very obsessed with it.
With his
It's the
diffs.
thing that makes all your wheels go at the
They
same
go at the
time.
same time. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Your 4-wheel drive and all have that.
The differential, the differential. He was very particular about the diff being key to getting yourself out of bogs.
Yeah.
Of which I was in many. But so you pick up different missions around the map. It is a big open world, but you're sort of in different little cities.
Yeah,
and
sure.
you go opening up the world and by building access to it by going and getting the materials you need, building a bridge, or there'll be like a power line that's across it and you have to go and get materials to like move the power line and repair it and stuff like that. It's basically like you're constantly having to ferry the materials that you need to fix the areas that you need to get to and continue to open up the world and then upgrade your truck and get bigger and better trucks so that eventually you can reach the snow because you have a truck that is snow worthy. At this point, I was like, we'd come so far and realized that we hadn't built the bridge for this area yet. So we just decided to see if we could make it through without the bridge. And you can see that obviously we didn't. But, you know, it was fun trying to problem solve this predicament with winches. However, unsuccessfully. That was probably our worst bog of all the bogs that we got into. Of all the bogs we bogged, that was the worst bog.
So, and chat made this point. This game was popping off like maybe a year ago. Is co-op a new thing? What inspired you to jump into this? It was just something fun to play with Barjo.
Yeah, I think I think he'd played a bunch of it and really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
He
okay.
has reached the snow. He's played enough of SnowRunner to actually reach the snow.
I see.
And we're kind of just sort of cycling through different sims together. The previous game we played was the firefighting sim, and this was just a fun game that we could just kind of play while chatting. Although I just didn't expect it to be so menu intense.
Yeah, okay.
That would be my feedback.
Are you into the sim games, Luna, at all? Have you like because there's quite a craze of them.
I feel like the Sims that I have played are like Thief Simulator or like Power Wash Simulator and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I haven't done with vehicles yet, and I'm like mesmerized by them for some reason. I'm just staring at them.
Yeah.
If you liked Power Wash Simulator, may I suggest Firefighting Simulator because it's very similar. Very similar. You just point a hose and spray shit.
Because I was literally looking at your bogged vehicle, like I wonder how I would power wash that.
Power wash that.
Yeah, it was pretty dirty.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this game came out when, and you know, I think there's definitely a big crossover, but when sim games were still quite serious, there was a sim game for everything, and I'm sure Goat Simulator was already out when this entered early access, but it was still like Euro Truck Simulator, train simulation games. This came out and was like, we're a serious sim. And now things like Power Wash Simulator are, Well, they're serious, but they're a game, and they're more playful and fun. They're funny, like they're intentionally like a bit janky and funny, like that firefighting one. So I don't know that these. There needs to be like we need to separate the sim genre into two categories, I think.
But I don't know that the firefighting one is intending to be funny.
Okay.
I think it's quite like America firefighters are the best and they're the heroes of our nation. That's kind of the vibe of it, I think. It's just that there's always a budget limitation that means that there's a certain level of jankiness to it that makes it funny. And also when you kind of are given free reign of a character in an open world environment, there's just so many physics that you can interact with. That the same with Farming Simulator. Like that's super, super serious, but like the horses like flying up the side of buildings and getting launched across the map and stuff is where the joy is, I think. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I think I will definitely go back to it because it is, once you kind of get into the rhythm of just kind of trekking across country and winching yourself out of bogs, it's a nice way to kind of de-stress and chat to chat or someone that you're playing with. And not have to kind of stress out too much. So, and then there is something incredibly satisfying about those vehicles. I don't know what it is. It's just they feel very authentic and fun to drive across rough terrain.
I love that.
And the other thing that I've been playing is a game called Spy Party, which came out in 2018, and I think around the same time as Among Us, actually. And it kind of follows a bit of a Hitman type scenario, or I guess a bit like your sort of Assassin's Creed multiplayer where one of you is playing the spy and they're at the party and they have to blend in with the NPCs, and the other person is a sniper who is outside of the building.
So we're seeing both perspectives right now?
Yes, this is actually I'm spectating at this point, just because it gives you a good idea of the two different roles. So you can see on the right is the sniper, and on the left is the spy.
Whoa.
And as the spy, you kind of go into this party and you have specific, you can see on the ground on the left, there are like little purple squares so that you know the specific locations that the NPCs will walk to. And you pretty much just have to stick to those, walking between those little squares so that you don't arouse suspicion from the spy. Sure. And you have to complete a certain number of objectives. And those objectives are things like you go up to those bookcases and you have to swap a statue out with a different one. And you have to, there'll be a certain few number of NPCs that are always going to be there. The ambassador, a person that you have to seduce, and a couple of other people. And you might have to like bug the ambassador, or there's another double agent that you have to communicate with when you're kind of all chatting in a circle. And so you have to complete all these objectives within a certain time limit. And the sniper is trying to identify, based on your behavior, who the spy is. And the things that you can look for as the spy, as the sniper, are the moments when the person is achieving those objectives. So they can see when you swap the statue over. Either they physically watch it change, or they memorize which statues were there and they see who walks up to it. And if they are quick enough or were watching and they see a person walk away and the statue has changed, then they can be like, oh, that must be them. They can see when you reach your hand out and bug the ambassador. And they can also see things like when you contact the double agent, you say a code word, and the code word is banana bread, because when the developer was making the game, he was eating banana bread, and that was just... Yeah. He tells you this in the tutorial. It's quite cute. And so you're kind of through a process of deduction trying to kind of figure out who the spy is. And so when the spy contacts the double agent, they can only ever do that when they're in a circular conversation with people. So as the sniper, when you hear the code word banana bread, you can identify everyone who isn't in a conversation and be like, well, it can't be them.
Yep, cool.
And so you have the ability to highlight and low light characters so that you can kind of weed them out and be like, okay, I'm going to low light everyone who's not relevant to who I think it is.
Yeah, it's guess who.
Yeah.
You've gone, flink, 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 flink.
Yes.
It's not them. It's not them.
Yes.
They're not wearing glasses.
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
The other thing is that because there's quite a short time limit to achieve everything, as the spy, if you want to increase the time, you can walk up to one of the windows or the edge of the map, and you can check your watch and add
Is that the
time.
actual queen?
It looks like the queen.
Who just got shot in the throat?
She's just. I know the actual sniper moment is really intense. Like it's like everyone screams and it's like a really full on like intense moment. But yeah, so the spy can check their watch at the window and add time to the timer. And so if the sniper is watching and they see the timer go up and they watched someone at the window checking their watch, they can and will immediately know that it's them. But there's so many things that you're watching out for that it's very difficult to be on top of everything. And often there are other NPCs that are walking to the window and checking their watch as well. So if you time it well, you can do it at the same time as someone else. So it's actually really, really fun and clever, and I can't believe I've not heard of it until this moment because the mechanics are really, really cool. And there are a few different maps as well. You unlock a bunch more as well.
That actually looks like so fun. Like the like puzzle solving investigative brain in me is just like, what? I want to play.
Totally. And there's like, you can, be sort of trying to throw people off the scent as you're the spy as well, being like, oh, wow, this statue looks great. And you're over there doing something else. Or you can try and, talk to different characters and
these are
throw people off the scent.
In-game cues. Like their audio things that get stung for, or are you saying that because you're in Discord
I'm just
chat?
saying that in Discord chat, you can totally do that. You can just try and like throw people off the scent. I would say one of the hardest ones to do is seduce the seduction target, because you have to go up to them multiple times and get quite close to them to be able to seduce them. And a little kind of red circle fills up on the ground when you are close enough to them to perform that action. But because you have these limited squares that you have to be in, you can't just kind of go up to them wherever they are in the room. You have to make sure that they're out of space that's available for you to go and stand next to them. But you also can't behave in a way that is weird for an NPC. So you can't kind of go back to them immediately after you've just been standing next to them. Or if it looks weird that you would be there in that moment. There's so many things to be considering, because once you've played a few rounds, the sniper really starts to clue into what's happening and knowing where to look and stuff.
Yeah,
it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Would you say that gives it kind of like an expiration? Like you're going to get to the point where the sniper knows how to look at the key things too well, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think because there are a bunch of different maps, I think that's enough to give it a decent amount of longevity. And different people have different kind of orders that they approach things and ways they approach things in as well, and how they kind of complete the tasks. Some people would go and just the statue switch is definitely a difficult one, particularly if, like in this instance, you can see two of the statues, the little bird things, are identical. And I think you can increase the difficulty, and there are different things that will happen. But
sure.
If the statues were different, it's harder for people to notice that one of them has changed. So sometimes people will prioritize the statue really quickly. Sometimes they'll wait until the kind of sniper gets fatigued and is focusing on other things, and then they'll switch them, at a later moment. It's like, yeah, it's really cool. My thing is that I just wish there was a way for it to have more players. Like I wish there was a larger multiplayer version of this where a sniper is trying to take out multiple people, or there's, a larger party and multiple snipers, or I'm not sure, because it's such a great game, but it's just two players, and I would love to, I feel like this has such a streamable, wonderful quality, a kind of play on that, I guess not, but I guess a play on the sort of deception idea, but it just doesn't have that kind of party game vibe, even though it's fun to spectate. It doesn't have that party game vibe that a lot of other games have,
make them
they
stream
have more
well.
players. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
But yeah, I think you'd enjoy it, Peter. I think you should give it a go.
Yeah, I might.
It's fun. I hope they do. Like,
That's a no.
I know you said it's been out since 2018. Was that right? Or was that?
Yeah, but I think even longer early access. I think I saw footage from like 9 years ago.
Okay.
So I think it's been like a long process.
So they have had time to add the multiplayer
Yeah.
So, like we can't just like tweet them and be like, "Hey, add more players, please."
Who knows? It
doing
might
this.
pop off after this show.
Yeah. Everyone in chat.
Yeah.
You know what to
Stop downloading.
Another great thing too, because it's just like a single dev that made it. Nicrotex pointed out that like all of the noise of the people of the party are just his voice over and over, but pitch shifted.
Amazing.
It's amazing because you get quite used to hearing his voice because he's very involved in the tutorial. He's sort of talking to you through all the different stages and the reason why he's added certain things. And he's quite thorough in showing you how to like not give yourself away as a spy. It's like he's gives you a lot of kind of tips and ideas on how to behave. And it's one of those things where he's just like, so just make sure that you walk in a straight line, to the place that you want to go. Don't, draw attention to yourself by like walking around in circles. And I was like, got it. And then I kind of walked and bumped into someone and he's like, okay, so I said, like, just don't walk around in circles because you're really good. And I'd be like, sure, got it. And he'd be like, okay, so remember. And I'm like, shut up. Okay, I know what you're doing. I'm just kind of figuring it out. I'm like, don't back.
But this is a tutorial?
That was a tutorial, yeah.
Yeah, right. Weird. Okay.
Yeah. It's like he's coded in like all of these cues when you're fucking up to like lambast you for playing the game badly. Yeah.
You're gonna fuck it up.
It was really fun.
Nice.
Luna, tell me about Stray because we had some spicy takes on Stray last week
Yes.
from one Nick Boy, but Nick Boy's not here, so fuck him.
Exactly. He's not here. I'm here to
Floor is
defend its
yours.
honor. Because I know you guys were talking about it last week. I saw Skill Up have had, which I was very glad to hear that Skill Up wasn't a cat person but enjoyed the game. First of all, I'm not going to go too much into explaining what Stray is because everyone knows what it is. You saw it last week, and all that sort of thing. But I kind of wanted to give the perspective of someone who is a crazy cat lady who's the parent of 2 cats who played this game, and I felt like this was a game where I felt seen as a cat owner. I felt seen because you have your babies, your little fur babies in your life, and you see their mannerisms. You see the little things that they do, as we saw, the stopping and scratching, the napping at random times, the finding something to play with, the knocking stuff down, all that sort of thing. So I think as a pet owner, I'm sure if they had like a dog simulator for dog people like yourselves, you would really feel that like that's what my dog does. So I was just the whole time just going, that's what my cats do. I see, like I feel seen, I feel understood. I really enjoyed the meow button. I absolutely abused
So
that.
cute, isn't it?
It's so cute. It's so wholesome.
I think Skill Up was talking a lot about how the cat behavior feels very authentic. I would say we are definitely cat people. Also, we have a cat, but our cat is very fat and very lazy and does not
He doesn't do
leave
much
the
adventuring.
one spot all day. Like
I love that.
He doesn't do anything.
This would be a very short game if it starred Gandalf the Grey.
Yeah.
So I have my cat Ella is a little bit like that. She's the tubbier one, and she's just wants to sit on a bed and do nothing all day. Whereas my cat Obi is the cheeky investigative, like we call him the crackhead. Tolga and I call him the crackhead. He is the zoomies, the knock stuff down, like the internet meme cat.
Yep.
Absolute little shithead, but love him to death. So that's where I related to a lot of Obi-isms, as I called them, during the game. And then I also enjoy, so some aspect about me playing games or watching movies is that if a character is non-verbal, I love them even more. So obviously a cat's non-verbal, but like the robots, they have written text, but they're not speaking words. There's no voice actor behind them using
like
actual words.
Sim gibberish, whatever.
Yeah, sim gibberish, or because I like the banjo kazooiness of the way that they speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you're kind of envisioning a personality for them.
Yeah.
Based
on tone
the kind of
alone.
the little made up language that they're speaking in.
Exactly. And that for me makes any character more endearing because I get to create who they are, but you just feel like they're a little bit more helpless and a little bit more like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, what happened to you? What's your story? So I was losing my shit because I was like, I play games differently, I think, to most people where I give them a voice. I'll literally verbally give them someone's name sounds Irish, so I'm going to give them an Irish accent, and I will, for streaming purposes, I think as streamers you can relate that it's always about trying to create content and make it fun and engaging, not just for the viewers, but for myself as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I played this game doing that. I was giving every robot that spoke a voice and a story in my head.
Yes.
I do things like play music that if I think suits a scene and I have a song that like matches, I'll go find it and put it on, and then like up to the point where I'm literally like dancing with the cat, playing like a Bollywood bop and just memeing like back and forward and having a really good time with it. So that's how I've been approaching the game, and it's been so fun for me. Really, really fun.
And do you
awesome.
feel like there's like validity to any of the criticism that there's like not enough to do, or it doesn't feel like enough of a game, or you're just like it's just about platforming?
Yeah, I will admit that in the first little bit, I was a little bit like, okay, so this is what we do, and this is all there is. Sort of like, as has been discussed, like the limited places that you can jump and limited things that you can interact with and stuff like that. And I honestly did have a moment where I was like, okay, it's not like amazingly out of this world, but because I have that attachment to the cat, it really took me over the line. But then again, I also am a very anxious game player. I am extremely scared of anything that jumps out at me, anything that seems suspicious, any music tone changing. I will be like, I jump scare at the tiniest thing. So for me, I kind of welcomed this slow, relaxed pace, that the puzzles were not overwhelming. Okay, I love puzzles, so I would have liked them to be a little bit more difficult, but I really appreciated that I could just chill a little bit, that the enemies weren't too ferocious or terrifying, and I have like audio sensory issues and things like that, so just to have something a little bit more chill. I understand most people don't want that, but for me, I was like, oh, thank you. Like, it's not, I can enjoy the cat and I can enjoy the environment, and I'm not constantly scared that something's going to murder me. Like,
Yeah.
So that's the angle that I'm coming at it from.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I've finished it since last week. I wasn't sure that I would go back and finish it. I've got halfway through and was like, I kind of have seen what the game is and kind of felt like I knew where it was going.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did go back and finish it.
Okay.
Because the kind of second hub, the world design is so beautiful, and I don't think it becomes more advanced in its puzzles or anything like that. It's still quite obvious, and it's just about interacting with everything until the pieces fall into place.
Yeah.
But by that point, I'd come to terms with what I was playing, which was a much more relaxed. I don't want to say like it's just a really accessible experience, and I think that's really good. But part of I think what has set people's expectations off maybe a little bit is that it's kind of being really, really heavily promoted by Sony as the PlayStation 5 game of now, and and gamers want games on their PlayStation. It's like there's not anything coming out on the PlayStation, and this is it. And it's so to pick it up and get a quite a simple experience is maybe unsatisfying. But once I came around to what I was doing and playing, I enjoyed it for the sweet story that it is. And
does it have a particular message that it's trying to like convey? Is the cat a metaphor? Is the world a metaphor? Is there something? Is it a future?
I actually
not far from now.
I feel like Pete will know more than me because I'm still like 2/3 of the way through, so I don't know if there is one yet. But I think like being immersed in this like post-apocalyptic world,
it is trying to say something.
No, it's not. It's not heavy-handedly trying to go like we've fucked the environment. Or this is the world has suffered from humanity's kind of failures, though that is the reality of the situation. It's not really the messaging. It's kind of just like it's kind of a life goes on story that you kind of make your way through and interact with some sweet characters along the way. And there's some I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like it definitely ties itself up. The stories and the characters that it introduces, it ties itself up. So it does that quite neatly in a short period of time.
Daze says that the lesson is that cats are better than people.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
That's very. Yeah, I love that. I love that saying. There is something like, so because it is science fiction based, and if you're a fan of science fiction and then like pop culture science fiction, there is something that I wanted to say, but I'm like scared of spoilering. So I was talking to Pete earlier. I'm like, do I say it? Do we put a spoiler alert up?
I mean, we got it. We'll sting it. We'll sting it just in case. People love the horns.
The horns are intense.
I'll still keep it cryptic because I don't want to spoil it, but I will say that there is a part in the story that is it references something in pop culture and science fiction, and something that's close to my heart, with an 80s vibe that
cool.
That I want. If you are going to play the game or you've already played it and you want to go back and try this, if you know what the reference is or you catch the reference, go find the soundtrack to this particular reference and play it while you are doing the tasks.
It is referencing.
Because the way that it lines up is so satisfying, and I was screaming with joy. Like, I was absolutely screaming with joy from just, that's like my little hack that I discovered. I was like, play the soundtrack, makes it so cool. And that's it. That's it. It's not even a spoiler. It's just like do that if you want to.
Nice.
I won't say anything else about that.
Yeah, but I think it's fair to say you're rewarded for being a completionist in a world that is not so overwhelming that it's too hard to be a completionist. You can look in every nook and cranny without spending 100 hours.
Yeah,
it turns a 4-hour game into a 5.5-hour game, maybe, if you go really seriously deep. So
yeah. All clear on the spoilers, in case you're...
We're clear.
And then the fun thing that I've noticed that my brother actually sent me is people are modding the game so that they can have their own cat skins and fur in the game, or you can change the cat into a dog. Or now just be ready for horror that you're about to witness. I'm not going to say anything. I want to see if you recognize it. If you've already seen the articles and the footage...
No.
then you know what's going on.
Oh gosh, this is like No Man's Sky when the penis monsters appeared.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's like
they are modding a certain character into the game as a cat that should not be a cat.
What the
Why?
fuck?
Why?
Says Bob?
Oh
Why?
shit! Here we go again.
Here we go again.
No, why?
Horrible.
I love that you chose this as well, because I saw like you'd mentioned mods, and then I clicked on the link and I was like, I wonder if it's that really cute Garfield one.
Yeah. Garfield. That might be something that I play with, is because you just bring up a skin file in Photoshop and you can literally manually draw it. If you're an artistic person, that's what I'm going to try and do. Try and like make my cats in the game for just an added layer of fun.
That's
awesome.
such a great idea. Yeah, I wonder if we did like a 3D photo of Gandalf. We could make Fat Gandalf actually do some stuff.
Yeah.
For once in his life.
Sorry, but
Ew,
chat's
no.
reaction
Oh gosh,
is
what is
amazing.
happening? Oh no.
Chat's reaction is so what I wanted to see, and I'm so it's a nightmare.
Chat, I hate that you've been on the show now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's been a lot of fun for me to play that game. And then the other thing that I've been playing, and I know this update came out for Minecraft about a month ago. It's called the 1.19 Wild update, and I know every time I talk about Minecraft, I feel like embarrassed. I'm like, oh yeah, I play Minecraft. Don't look at me.
No,
but
not at all.
Absolutely,
Minecraft is awesome and creative.
Thank you for validating me. I was talking with my housemates, and we realized that I'd never actually played vanilla Minecraft. I'd always played heavily modded Minecraft, the other people's servers, and they had created worlds and add-ons and whatnot. And this is the first time I'm playing vanilla Minecraft. So I was really excited, and my household was like, well, let's start a server. We have all my housemates, we're in a little server together. I just heard a ding. We're in a little server together, and it's the most wholesome, cute thing that we've ever done. And I'm so grateful that we're doing it. So
I love that.
So
I love that.
Hang on. Let's There he is.
He's arrived. Oh my god, this is the hairiest you've ever been. Wow.
Hi, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Leave it long. We'll shave you on the show.
Speak of the wild update. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
Thanks for waiting. I'm sorry, guys. That was madness.
You
That's
look like you
heroic.
just tackled a crocodile to get here.
I'm not
I
far
know,
from
totally. You've got like the Russell Coit shirt on.
Russell Coit.
it.
Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
This is RB Sellers.
Lovely.
They are my family favorite. We all have one. And so thank you. Yeah, great to be here, Peter.
It's good to have you.
thanks, guys.
Good on you for making the effort to
All good. I was
get straight from the airport across.
I was contemplating calling V-mixing from my phone in the back of the Uber. I'm like, that's bad content. So I'm here. Hi, Luna. Nice to see you. But I was listening the whole way. I was listening to everything. So please.
You'll know all the in-jokes.
All the power washing, the stray,
My hot foot.
your hot foot, your hot dense foot. Oh no,
Thank you.
camera problems.
You're still in the outback. What's
It's
going
like
on?
the
Oh,
picture.
God.
You're still pictured.
This is a perfect screen as well.
Oh
Let's
my
have-
gosh.
You took
I love that. I'm screenshotting that. That's perfect.
Take a moment. There you go.
1 sec. Let me try. Please, don't, let me.
Should we talk about Luna? Keep
I'll keep
filling
going,
us
I'll
in
keep
on the Minecraft.
Yeah, so I've got my housemates, Ems and James. They are a married couple, and I've got Tolga and I, and we are obviously a couple, and so we're kind of like double dating in a Minecraft server. We jump into a Discord call together, and like Tolga and I will set up he'll bring a table over next to my PC with his laptop, and we'll have snacks and drinks, and we wear our little like snuggly clothes, and we're just having a lot of fun discovering the updates in this lovely world. They've added this creature and this area that is probably the most terrifying thing I've ever witnessed. I haven't experienced it firsthand, but I've watched Tolga on his screen experience this. It is an area where there is a creature called the Warden, and the Warden lives in the deep dark biome. He's in these areas and areas with ancient cities, and you kind of like dig down really deep, and then you find this like creepy, dark, viney stuff on the ground called skulk, and you have to be really quiet because the Warden is summoned from noise. He is a blind mob.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you will be wandering around, and if you can see them in the footage here, if you set off these little shriekers, if you set them off a certain amount of times, they will summon the Warden, and he is the strongest mob in Minecraft. He is unbeatable. He has like this sonic boom power that penetrates through blocks and through your armor.
Like actually unbeatable, like genuinely.
I think he can be beaten. I'm sure because we've witnessed a glitch where a zombie spawned in an area and trapped the Warden by accident, and then like just zombie smashed him for I think 20 minutes and finally killed him. It was a glitch. And it was the most amazing thing that I've ever seen.
It doesn't work without the sound effect as well. It was amazing. This was all happening on Tolga's screen because I was too terrified to go down there.
I can't look.
I'm too scared. But like the way that it works is that it actually creates a visual sensation for you as well, where it blacks out the screen in like a pulse. So you're in this dark area, and then whatever light you have is obliterated because of this dark sort of pulse.
And
I
remember it was a bit like is it Amnesia? What was that first game that like you had the monster would chase after you, and as your sanity got worse, and then it would come after you, and
like
your vision.
Oh my god,
Screen. That's a worse one.
what is happening?
Oh, I don't know. but I love it.
That was very Terrence and Phillip.
That
from
was like
South
the horror
Park.
movie where I saw the monster. And I just
Yes.
All right, let me try one more
No,
thing.
this is great. I'm
That's an
excited to
imager.
see what the next one's going to be.
Yeah, we're getting some great snaps out of this.
Oh, these are all my desktop backgrounds, so keep them coming.
I'm
Are you
glad
having
mentioned-
fun?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Are you having fun playing Minecraft though? Like, I feel like of all the things that Microsoft have acquired, they kill basically everything, but Minecraft endures. And I feel like the updates to Minecraft have all been really solid.
Yeah.
They've just given it more longevity.
I enjoy Minecraft. We have this joke in the house that Minecraft is the game that you play. You play for a bit and you forget it for like a year, and then you come back. And we've been coming back only in winter. We've noticed it's like the winter blues kicks in, and all we want to do is, because we can't go outside as much. It's cold. It's a bit dark. It's gloomy. So Minecraft kind of feels that like nature element for you in the winter time.
So true, because I feel like there were a lot of survival games that I got into, like Valheim and stuff, during lockdown.
Yeah.
And then we've just kind of got back into Valheim in winter, and then now I've been playing a lot of V Rising for similar reasons, where it's all just about building and creating this cozy space for you and your friends to hang out in, and making it perfect and working together to make it perfect. And you're so right; it's like a winter cozy shut-in thing.
Exactly.
But what's with the like? You were talking about the updated that what was the mob or the super freaky scary
The
thing
warden?
you were mentioning before? The warden. What's with the disconnect with Minecraft for being like this really like meditative, lovely game, and then
It's really a lovely game.
That's Obi.
no, seriously,
Obi,
like
that's the
lovely
monster.
experience. And then Minecraft originally had like Slenderman, which was terrifying as a concept, and now they've got this. Why did they then go like
Minecraft
I play Minecraft
had
to
Slenderman?
relax.
I was like,
No,
do you mean Enderman?
what's his
Enderman.
Enderman.
Do you mean
They
Hero?
are my
Do you mean Hero?
Slenderman, so it's fine.
Enderman.
Enderman? Sorry, but it was like that creepy thing that walked in the like the big dark tall thing, like the stuff of nightmares in a game where I'm like, just relax.
There's got to be a little because there's different modes you can play in, right? But there's got to be a little bit of something to make you appreciate the coziness. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something
Like it's
spooky,
the same.
sure.
Valheim's the same. It's got to be like you got to have a reason to defend your home from the wilds.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
know.
it feels like you're just building it for no reason.
It just
Whereas
seems
when
like
there's
it's
like
always nightmare fuel. Like they always go for. They go far. They go way too far.
I don't think
I'm
they.
with
I
you.
think. Sorry, Luna, go on.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was just going to say that, like, that's like such a thing in kids' media, though, and Minecraft is so much more than that. But like the narrative of Minecraft being like the Enderman and the Ender Dragon and that stuff,
and
it's
Hero
like,
Brine, the
there's
legend
something
of
like
Hero
there's something,
Brine.
yeah, there's something on the edge of horror in like kids'
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Like
Well, you
think
could-
about like the
Five Nights at Freddy's and
trapdoor,
stuff.
the trapdoor. Like what's the fucking thing in the upstairs? Terrifying.
That's such an old
I
reference.
mean,
I love
that as a reference is a bit much. I was going to
It's
say
like when
like Five Nights at
when I
Freddy's or
jumped-
something.
When I jumped into that VR chat room with those kids and they were talking, and one of them had the character model of a character called Siren Head. What's that from? Siren Head.
That was just like, again, that was like creepy pasta stuff, I think, where it was just like people kept
Right.
iterating on like creepy. Oh.
It's like a Slender Man thing.
Chest burster.
Whoa.
But yeah, that's like the stuff where the lore kind of spirals in a way that people go like, what's the spookier version of the spookier
Yeah.
version? And then, someone put that in the
kids
game.
love it. Kids love it. They love the
Yeah, kids
idea
are
of
fucked up today. I'm just gonna
a
put it out
spooky
there.
monster. Well, I think it's always been that way, though. It's like you know, when you say whose name was it that you say in the mirror three
Candyman.
times?
Candyman, Bloody
If
Mary.
Was it
Candyman.
Candyman? Bloody
Beetlejuice.
Mary. That's what I was
Beetlejuice.
thinking about.
Wait, I haven't said it twice.
That's that idea of legends that can be conjured.
Yeah.
and that
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
true.
thing. Yeah.
But you've made some epic stuff in Minecraft, whether you've played, like, whether you've been brave enough to venture into the deep or not, Luna. Like,
Yeah,
your
so-
buildings are spectacular. You've obviously spent a fair bit of time learning how to build things.
Well, so
that
what
look
I'm
like
I actually enjoy building the most out of the game, and that's why Tolga does all the exploring and scary stuff, and James, and he might kidnap one of us along for a journey. But I enjoy the aspect of like getting all the resources. So I might have to go fight some scary things to get resources to build cool shit, but I am there solely to build and create worlds and like experiences for like for example, my housemates or other players to come enjoy
Yeah.
what's there. It takes it takes so fucking long, but it is what I enjoy as a creative person.
Yeah. Oh man, we should totally team up in one of these games and then play together. Because I feel like you and I are very similar.
Yeah,
Steph's an enabler when it comes to this stuff, Luna. So yeah, just like
plays
you two would be like the
perfectly.
best worst pair of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
make
But
it
I
really
feel like
pretty.
we'd also align on aesthetic and symmetry and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm maybe like at the start, I'm usually about 50-50. Like I love building, but I also love the exploring, and I love it when we all kind of gang up together and go take out a boss. And I love that satisfaction. But then there's definitely a point where I just dig in and I get into the building stuff. And then it's like from that point on, I'm just barking orders at people. I'm like, I need more wood. I need more leather. I need more of this material for the greater good, for the good of the people and the good of the house. I need to get this finished. And if everyone is not working towards the materials that I need to make it happen, what are we all doing here? Like,
Steph, this plays
it's
in
like
so
there's
nicely.
a turn that happens.
This plays in so nicely to the fact that you'll be up till 4 a.m., get no sleep, wake up like a goblin, walk past the tradie who's doing your work and be like, morning. Yeah, I've been up all night barking orders at the guys. They can't get the castle built in time. Anyway, I'll let you. I know how you
and
feel,
it's
buddy.
these
Gotta
games
cross
as well.
country
And
to
it's
get the
like
parts.
it's any game really like that you play. You're like, oh, what have I really accomplished here? But it's particularly in games like this where you spend a long time building something and then you get to the end of it and you're like, it's done now, and you're like,
Now what?
I'll do a tour of it.
what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. So that's been a really fun time during this cold winter.
It's always fun to
time.
go back to Minecraft. Like, I always look at it like, why would I start again? And the second the music plays and I just start that little drip feed of, I'll just have to build this to find that to build this. It's like, the hooks are in and it's 3 a.m. So
Yeah. And then you like go online and you find like people on YouTube who've built amazing things and you just want to do what they've done and just it's just so fun.
Or you go online and you have friends who are like, we just had a baby. And you're like, yeah, all right. Well, I built this thing in this game and it's pretty cool also.
and as someone that has ADHD, that the distractive quality of Minecraft in terms of like in-game distractions where you're going to do one thing and then you like forget that and you have to go do something else to do that thing to then get the stuff to make that thing. But then I got distracted by a mob or whatever. Like, I feel like people are finally, this game makes people experience that quality of ADHD, the like Minecraft brain. Yeah,
it is just a simulator. It's an ADHD simulator.
Literally.
Okay.
Steph, you can still see your friends in the morning who've been up with kids all night being like, I'm exhausted. And you're like, me too. It's just like,
Yeah, awesome.
Peter,
I'm
do you
up.
want to take us through what you've been playing?
I'm up. Steph facetiously wrote in the script, "Still Halo? Really? Goddamn right."
That was the script for me. It was not the script for you.
You two are the only couple in the world that have snarky fights in show rundowns. Yeah.
No, but I believe you were playing with Pocketeers, in which case that is acceptable. It is acceptable to talk about Halo if you're involving other people and it's not just you talking about stupid Halo.
Stupid Halo by myself. Last week I talked a little bit about Gog and I jumped into the co-op Halo Infinite campaign co-op flight, and I said, "Hey, who wants to play with me tomorrow night?" And the legends Sickney, Antonio, and Miss Silva teamed up with me.
Nice.
I won't spend a long time talking about it. I'm just going to play you.
I had a little chat with them. Briefly when I came home.
Oh, you did. You totally did.
Like
you jumped in.
They're
You
in
sat
trouble.
down on my
Pete's in
heel.
trouble. Been playing Halo with my husband.
This is just a quick little video that captures the evening, and then we won't talk about Halo afterward. It's just a quick little video. There you guys are. Up there. Look at you. Why? Relay.
Close one.
That should work.
Oh no, get out!
Oh my god. Hello. Goodness. Oh, got down.
We really need to work on our pull-out respawn strategy.
Snuff it.
Oh, you hit me.
Did we end up coming up with a name?
Like keep suggests the pull-out parade.
That's a good one.
Raffle shenanigans.
Shenanigans doesn't sound like
He
us.
just grappled a grenade that fell out of his corpse, and I caught it. That was sick.
I forgot to go in this one.
Oh no! He knew I was vulnerable.
That was like an anime death.
I don't think a sword's gonna work, Peyton.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah, fucking hell, I'm wrong.
Silver pull out.
Yeet.
Well yeeted. Ah!
Teamwork.
Yep, it is pull out time.
Okay.
Going to flip.
It's midnight. We can do Wordle, everyone.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
She's ready.
Get it.
That quick.
So
It was lovely working with your team pull out.
we should get a photo on 3. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. I had such a good view of that.
Yay! That was awesome.
Yeah, but legendary team. We did the campaign on legendary in about 6 hours, and it was we just kind of, as we were going, we fell in love with it and just powered through. We didn't want to stop. So
You were having a lot of crashes to start with. Did that resolve itself,
So-
or was it just kind of?
Yeah, there were still some bugs. It's still in beta. It's being flighted. It's not out yet. It should be out next month for everyone who owns the campaign. So I'm keen to play through it again with the BP team and Luna.
Ooh.
We can leave it at that, and you can tell me offline you have no interest in playing Halo. Yeah, it's pretty solid. The experience is fantastic, but there are some bugs in. Particularly, we found if we wiped in the open world, it seemed to not go back to the checkpoint properly. So as soon as we just had to close the game, launch it up, recreate the party, and it would launch us back into that checkpoint. It just couldn't
all the
load it for
bugs
some reason.
Predominantly like lobby matching checkpoint stuff, or is there stuff in the game that's like janky or people
We also-
getting walked around and stuff?
Yeah, we found one massive bug where we obviously moved too quickly past some kind of loading point and ended up walking out of the map. So
No, that Peter. It's a Halo.
It's a Halo.
Edges.
We're in space. So yeah, there's definitely some bugs, and I've got to fill out the. I'm going to fill out the flight report
God.
to make sure
Of course you will.
they notice
Thoroughly.
them all. But yeah, a solid, fun experience. It felt like Halo co-op. It's really
It's
good.
funny how the co-op in Halo brings back the lols and the like. It's so heroic in single player. Like you are just powering forward as this one Spartan who's the strongest ever, and 4 of you all bouncing around things, shooting people with explosive barrels.
Yeah.
Does the grapple? You can grapple onto each other, or is there any more grapple shenanigans,
Yeah.
or is it pretty?
So that you can grapple, you can chain grapple, and it increases the velocity.
Hell yeah!
It's not insane, but it is like a fun thing to do. When you get grappled from behind, you slow down, so it's a thing you can do to annoy your teammates. There's all these ways to
Justify
like
that.
play with each other, which was really fun. And we also did, as you saw at the end there, we worked out, someone came into chat actually and told us while we were playing that when you grapple and do the powered punch on each other, you can send each other flying in the opposite direction. So that's what happened at the end there.
Cool. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's some chaos to be had.
I'm totally interested in playing the co-op for Halo. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
It's
Just
just,
more tools in
I'm
the
just-
sandbox for that is just a good thing.
Yeah.
Totally. And I love like especially like sandboxy style shenanigans. I think with friends is just my ideal scenario. So that looks really fun.
Yep.
Nice.
And I said I wouldn't talk about Halo very long because I'm going to talk about Just King. Some new things that I played this week. Just King. And I'm not sure what the pronunciation, like where the emphasis should be. Just King.
Wait, how is it?
Just
it's
King?
just 2 words.
Yeah.
It's just King.
Or is it a Just King?
Peter, it's just King.
Just
Okay.
Just King.
No, I think you're onto
You'll
something there, Gus.
You'll still time.
Overthinking it. It's just King.
This is an auto battler where you need to protect the king. You are basically working your way through nodes to get to a boss.
What are these creatures?
Well, they're just
the king.
little chibi things. I don't know. The king is the orange one, and I chose a unit, which was the devil, and it shoots fireballs. And there's your boy.
Sorry, I haven't seen him in a while. Continue.
So you finish a map, you then buy another unit to sit around your king, and you probably, and the idea is to kind of synergize with the units in the same way that the auto chess kind of games work, is that you want to kind of work your way down a path to become more and more powerful. You can spend gold on items that you equip on individual units that you've purchased that are surrounding the king and protecting the king. So the process is like roguelike in that if you fail, you start from scratch and you start a new build. And there's no persistent, there's nothing persistent except the knowledge of, now I know how to do a build better. Here I was trying to do an all demon build to max the fire damage, which worked pretty well. I just played the demo and I didn't kill the boss. It's quite hard. What are we laughing at?
Luna's in love with
I am squealing so hard at how cute they are. I want to cry.
Yeah, you look like a cute little boy band or something who's doing like a dance routine. Like I can hear like K-pop soundtrack in my head as this is happening.
Well, I'll crank it a little bit. There is a decent music track to it.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty like
chiptune.
Okay, but now imagine like BTS.
Yeah.
No, this is these are my jams. I like this.
Yeah, this is like, it's just like smooth. It's never in the way. But some of the game sounds are a bit aggressive, particularly once you get into like later maps where you're fighting off massive hordes, and it's just like it's just like the sounds just stack and become quite obnoxious.
Are you in control of anything at this point? Are you moving the king or the... Okay, sorry, I've got ahead.
No, that is absolutely the next point. The way that you play the game is you WASD to move the king, and you use your cursor to rotate your heroes around the king. I was using a mouse and keyboard. I feel like I probably should have been using a controller, because twin stick makes more sense for this game, but you can play it with a mouse and keyboard, and it was okay once I got my head around it. The thing that's tricky is that it points towards the cursor, but you can see the king is in front at the moment because my front hero died. So I needed to flip the actual positioning of my cursor to be behind, and hadn't realized at this point when I was playing. When you get to the next screen, which is like the build.
So you were accidentally
screen.
then pushing the hero behind the king by trying to aim at the mob, whereas you should have swung it round to put him out in front.
Yeah, on this screen here, you can see that character at the top is always in the front. It's always in line with your cursor. And then I've got two flanking heroes, and I could have one behind. And as you move the cursor around, the guy at the top follows your cursor, and everyone else rotates around. So the back one might end up at the front if you're pointing away from the enemy with your cursor. It's hard to describe how that feels good, but you kind of get the hang of it, and you start to work out that, well, I'm going to put my tank up the front anyway, and if my tank fails, I'm dropping the cursor down to the 90-degree position because I want the next tankiest one to be frontlining most of the damage. There's interesting things along the way. There's like narrative interactions that are basically just things to give you boosts for a particular hero. So you'll put the particular hero into the activity, and it will come out with items for it to power it up. The point of it is to build a synergy in your team and get good items on the characters to progress further and further into the campaign.
So this is like... This is like an adorable mob version of, is it like Vampire Survivors or something? It's that same vibe of you are getting swarmed, but instead of just upgrading weapons and abilities around one hero, you're playing with a sort of party assembly element to it, which is a bit more like, well, adorable. Let's start with that.
Yeah, it's definitely got the auto chess kind of feel to it of like, the downtime between rounds of going like, what do I actually want to be focusing on with this build?
Could you scrap a party member?
You totally can. You can bin them.
Yeah, okay.
And you get refunded some of the money that you spent on them. You can move items to other heroes. I found that I always wanted to put movement speed buffs on the king. It's not much point in putting them on anyone else. It means that I can manipulate the whole party quicker by moving the king out of the way quickly. So I can kite enemies better. No point in explaining in too much more depth what the game is. Auto battlers, people are into them, and this one's pretty cute.
Totally.
And reasonably well priced, I think. Steam Just King. I feel like it was in like the it's
I think-
$3 US,
I think,
so like $4 or $5.
yeah.
Yeah, Liz Dahlia
Heck
was
yeah.
saying it's currently only $4 on Steam, so that's
Yeah.
a pretty
Oh, fuck
good
yeah, I'm
price
getting that now.
point.
It's such a good buy-in for anyone who's interested in either how cute this game is or interested in the mechanics of an auto battler, because for that price, like, you'll have your $4 worth of fun for sure, and maybe you'll fall in love with it and find you enjoy the depth of it as well. But
They're so
Just King.
gratifying, aren't they?
They totally are. There's something about clearing a level with like just your king left or king and one extra, and they all respawn at the end of a round. It's just like,
Yeah, right.
You
Okay.
you got through with the resources that you had, and you reset your resources at the end of the round. So
Feels like a cute reaction to Vampire Survivors was great fun, but like aesthetically it was a mess. And it was all using Castlevania assets and stuff. And it was like, if you looked at it and didn't know what you were looking at, you're like, this is fucking atrocious. Whereas we all couldn't stop watching a Potato King just do this the whole way through. And I'm like, I gotta protect my Potato King.
just Potato King.
Just Potato King. So it is better.
Yeah, it's very cute. And the other thing I played briefly today, because I knew Gus didn't have access to VR, was Compound, which has been in early access for quite a while, but is out as of a week ago.
VR?
It is
fucking
a
hate VR.
hardcore VR shooter with a sick aesthetic. What? Oh,
This is my game.
this is your jam, baby.
How
No.
good. Always start VR.
Yeah,
Always
yeah,
start VR. Oh my god.
It's it was great for the 10 minutes that I could handle being in it.
That's every VR game.
Yeah, totally. It's got a great sense of humor. It's got great design. The concept is very much like
fuck
a
yes.
90s style shooter realized in 3D VR.
I'm lunaring out like she did in the last game.
It's
Oh my god.
it's quite a spectacular thing to feel, and I hate VR. I loved peeking corners
How are
in
you?
it.
How are you? So you're using a controller?
This person's playing with a controller. I was using the Leap, which was much harder to be hardcore at, but definitely easier on my stomach.
Yeah. This is what makes me instantly feel nauseous is when you're using a controller to move about a space, particularly a space with like narrow, corridors and turns like that.
Yeah. It's got a full campaign. Apparently, I didn't get that far into it. I took my headset off before I felt sick, and then for the next 40 minutes, I was like, "Oh my god!"
I mean, I don't want to be a cliche here, but like the thing these always are better at is being wave modes, where it's you stand still and you fight them, not you go to them, because that is what, regardless of your tolerance of VR, I'm VR tolerant, but even now. 15 minutes, it just hits me, and I'm like, nope, I'm down.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, Compound Gus, it just came out. I would love for you to check it out and tell me more about it next week, because it's very cool.
The only thing I'll ask is this, there's been a lot of titles that are coming out in VR now that are Quest 2 exclusive. They have really put the Quest 1 to bed, I think. And that's
this is
what
on
I have,
Steam,
so...
and I Oculus linked the Quest to the PC.
Cool.
It said Valve Meta and HTC Vive were all compatible, so It's
cool?
it's definitely an independent party making a VR game, not a
I do
exclusive
feel
thing.
like whoever designed the interior of this needs the benefit of a Luna Steph building makeover, because there are some choices that are made here that I just don't agree with, I have to say.
I'm
Not
here for this.
cozy.
I'm here for
random chains and weird light fixtures. No.
I hear that, but this perfectly encapsulates Wolfenstein Doom-esque level design, right?
It's VR, it's VR. I was gonna say Doom, but then that was first person shooter Doom, but that was that. It feels more like VR original Duke Nukem, the side scroller, but you're in it.
Yeah, totally. In terms of the palette, the color palette, and the design, for sure. Yeah. Steam Early Access, Quest 2 version to follow, Quest 1, So, damn.
I just love the 80s, 90s-ness.
Yeah, you can Steam Link. Yeah.
I like. I love the 80s, 90s of it. I hate everything.
You don't like the decor and the layout.
No, it all feels very
great.
I don't know, random and clashing in a not cool way.
Steph, while you were playing Muds, we were all wishing this is how we were playing our real world 90s games. So
it feels
cool. Good fun.
It feels like where VR shooters always intended to be. Having played just shooting gallery things in VR, it's like this is kind of it. You don't want it to be that much more detailed because it becomes messy, muddy. So I feel like it could be the perfect VR shooter. But I'll let Gus have that.
Even
final say.
Totally. There's the bone and cut through cross section of the VR hands. Later on. So when you see the back of them, it's not just an empty glove. They're like, no, you cut your hands off here. That's amazing.
It's like the meat foot from the back pocket commercial that we have.
Yeah, it totally is. That's enough of looking at that footage. It's hard to even watch VR footage.
Yeah, totally. Cool. Okay, Gus, you still managed to play some stuff even though you were in the middle of nowhere?
I did. I managed to play a couple of games. They were mobile based because I did not have any video game stuff with me, but I took a couple of games on the road. And the first of these was some footage that we'll see now.
Oh, yeah.
So I will know to talk about Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent. I also probably needed a reminder there of the title as well, so thank you very much.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is on mobile. It came out, I think it's been in a preview build for quite a while, but it came out on mobile last week. And I always wanted to play Octopath Traveler. I just never got around to it. Would
you like a copy of it? Because I gave it to Peter for Christmas in his stocking one year, and he never touched it. Because it came very highly recommended from a lot of people. And I was like, what's a cool stocking-sized present that will fit in a stocking? Because it's always a hard thing. I always end up putting food in there.
It's in pristine condition.
And he's just, I don't think he's ever taken it out of the shrink wrap.
As new.
Wait,
so you can have it, Gus.
It was a Switch cartridge? Because
it was in the box.
A box copy. I mean, no, I've never bought...
It's a boxed copy.
I would love it. Thank you, Steph. And thank you, Peter.
You're welcome. No, don't thank him. He has nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry.
This is a gift from me to you.
No. It was a gift from you to me, and now it is mine to do with what I please. And Gus, I bestow it upon you.
Because it is a gift that you rejected.
Yes.
So I took it back.
I never got around to playing it. It was on Switch for a long while as I think they did that thing where it was like a demo that you could carry your progress over, and it was a huge weight of sleep between when the demo came out and the game came out. And by the time it did, I was just like, yeah. But there's a mobile version that's come out, and I instantly went, oh cool, this could be my way to get back into appreciate a game that I will come out on the record and say the first thing I wanted to do was just enjoy the aesthetic of it. I always loved every bit of preview footage or gameplay footage I saw of this 2D, 3D engine with these little sprites moving on a sort of cool isometric plane.
When they're down, they're face down in the dirt. That's really heartbreaking to see.
Oh, what?
The characters, when they're down, face down in the dirt.
If you all don't die, they come back.
Everybody do the flop.
So I just wanted to experience that. And I was like, oh, this would look so beautiful on a phone. I think the smaller the screen, the nicer it would look, weirdly enough. And so I was in it for that. Then I was in it I thought, a mobile version of this is just going to be a nice little linear role-playing game with lots of little chance encounters. I just want to fight, 3 rats, 2 wolf, and 1 rat. Just like basic RPG turn-based combat. And so I got it and started playing. And of course, it is just like way more in depth than that. It just like throws you into this narrative that I was like, I do not care about this main character. I do not care about this party system. I do not know where we are or what our goals are, any of that kind of stuff. And I was very ready to put this down. And so I charged on and I picked a character. And the main thing you do is pick between 3 main traits that send you off your story, on your main story. They're fame, wealth, and power. And each of them have chapters, and they're the main meat of the game, of the story that you go down. And then you take travelers with you. You pick up 7 eventually and have 8 travelers who are your party that you fight with. You can have 4 in the front, 4 in the back, swap them around, fight with them in turn base. And then you can also, I believe, go and pick them up, go and do like travelers quests with them, which are side quests. I was like, cool, that all makes enough sense. And I headed off into the main campaign with the main character, and I chose Fame as my first story sort of
like
launcher.
in real life.
Thank you, Peter. And the first thing that I was like, I'm ready to go to the woods and fight a bunch of mobs. And it's like, go to the opera. And I was like, what? And it's like, let's go to the amphitheater and watch the opera. I was like, why? And I go to the opera, and it's all these little cutscenes. I downloaded the extra. I had to hotspot off my dad's phone to download the extra voice acting, which I found out was all in Japanese. And I was like, oh, that was a waste of 300 meg. And but it's actually kind of cool to listen to. And this story, I clicked through. Turns out the story is fucking mental. And apparently all of them are amazingly just like twisty, turny, grown up, freakishly like cool narratives. Because after the opera, the play happens and a woman gets choked on stage, a little character, and she goes, I die, and she falls on the stage, and then the playwright comes out.
Did she fall face down like this?
She falls face down, and then the playwright comes out, and he's like, marvelous. And then you see backstage, he's backstage, and there's all the actors of the troupe, and he's standing there, and he's telling this actress, you were terrible on stage. I never wrote the words, to make the noise when you die. You should make it more like this. And he starts strangling her backstage. And then all the other actors are watching, and she just dies. And then he's like, marvelous. And I was like, what's going on? Turns out this is a bloodthirsty killer of a playwright who is like, is world famous. And he just like has all these subordinates under him. And he just keeps murdering people to write better plays.
The backstage killer.
And it's like, I was like, this is amazing. And instead of running through a forest and fighting wolf, I was running backstage of an opera fighting thespian, understudy and like dancer. Amazing. And I was like, this is amazing.
Wow.
Anyway, and I was, running off with my party and doing turn-based combat, which, has some complicated mechanics in there. I won't go through all of them, but I picked it up fairly quicker than I thought I would with how many menus and things you're seeing here, with my little go-to party at the beginning that you get. And I was getting really into it. And I was like, this is really fun. It stays fun. There's no big butt coming, I promise. There's a mini butt coming. But essentially, I got through that chapter and I was like, this is great. The world opened up. There's lots more to do. And then I kind of was like, I think this is a gotcha game. Because it's like, you can spend this currency. It's free to play, but you can spend a currency to get more people in your party. And that makes up your 7 roster to fill out your party. They give you a few at the start. There's a currency you earn. And I was like, I might do a little bit of research here because I'm not super familiar with gacha games. I thought they were gotcha games originally. Hey. And every time you spent money, they went, gotcha. The gacha games. And I did a little bit of research. And from everything I could find, people are saying it's not overly intrusive. There is still a single player RPG here to enjoy. The way you like move around the map with the phone. I think, yeah, it is just mobile with like little swipes up and down is really intuitive. It's really nice because there's no like minute-to-minute action. You can think in between moves. And I am still going through this second chapter of this Fame tree. There's 2 more to go. I think all the chapters are free. I don't think there's any massive limiting, again, from the limited research that people have been getting into playing, 9, 12 hours of this. But in the short term, I really enjoyed the chapter. The story gets really messed up. I'm going after this playwright who then when he like stabs an understudy who he takes backstage afterwards, he's like, marvelous. And I'm like, this is really dark. Apparently the other 2 story trees are as well. And I thought I was tapping through the dialogue really fast. And then I was like slowing down. I'm like, this is really cool. Aww. So I know Nick probably get a big kick out of playing a little bit of this, but I was surprised at Charge your battery. I was surprised at how much I got into this. Again, I don't know enough about a lot of the sort of predatory microtransaction stuff that maybe it gets to a point where, it starts really pulling at the purse strings. But I think you can avoid that, which is really cool because this is my Octopath experience so far, and I'm really enjoying it.
So tell me again, because the like microtransactions that add more characters to your party. So you have 8 available, and you
have 7 available slots, including your main character, who's the person you see at the front of this little mob here, who's kind of a nameless character who gets a ring.
7 as well as your main character?
Yeah, so you can have 7.
To round out
8. To round out 8. You get given 3 at the start. I don't know if that's random. I got these 3 little characters with names. They haven't had much story behind them, but I believe you can do story quests with them. And then I haven't actually found, this is how unpredatory it is. I see the currency, it's rubies. I've been earning them. I have like 80 or 200, I'm not quite sure. And I've looked online and that's how you spend the rubies to buy what's called Chad will probably help me here, but it's called, I think, a pull. And you want to pull, you can pull 5 heroes or 10 heroes and they roll each time. And it's it gets sexy. And I think that's where you see if they're 1 to 5 star versions of characters and they're more powerful. So it's a bit like Genshin Impact, which a lot of people play to just keep rolling to get better characters. But I really enjoyed you level up all the ones you have. In this case, you're seeing 2 rows, so the full 8. And I think, are they fighting a thespian?
They're fighting a thespian menace, I believe.
There you go. So the menacing thespian appears behind the skeleton.
I think it's thespian with a P. When you say thespian, it sounds like you're mispronouncing.
It does sound like I'm saying it, but I think I know the word I'm saying. I'm not. Yes, you're right.
It makes sense in my head, and that's all that matters.
I'm accepting of all of the backstage cast of the theatre world. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to find how to buy more party members yet, which you think would be totally rammed down your throat. You think you would just get pop-ups and stuff. It is always online to play, which meant I only had some hours in and around when I had connections because there's always daily quests. There's things you need to be doing to earning currency and stuff like that. But again, limited currencies. There aren't 300 things here. There's a lot of menus, a lot of boxes, but I get overwhelmed by that shit, and I wasn't that overwhelmed. I could get my head around it, which is saying a lot.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
I would say the game is marvelous.
Yeah. Chat was waiting for it. And Whimsy Bobbins before said they've been reading too much Reddit because they just went to look for the button to upvote your review of this game. So there you go.
Oh, yeah. So that was really fun. And then I picked up another game to just play on the go. It was a little more quick fix, and it's a game called Pornbarian.
I'm sorry?
It's chess.
It's barbarian with porn at the top.
Because Peter told me it's porn, but spelled PAWN, not porn. And I was like, because they run a pawn shop. They sell things. But I
like that instead of going with rude, you went, they're pawning goods.
Yeah, but it's chess.
It is chess.
Best I can do is 300 for this.
So this is a cool little puzzler that I think's been out on PC for a couple of months, but it just came to mobile. I believe from everything I saw on the PC footage, the translations come across really well. It's really straightforward. But essentially, you play a hero piece on the board. You see in the middle there. You then move around the board based on cards at the bottom, which are randomly drawn, and they are chess direction. So if you play that card, you can do the move of that chess piece. You have to clear the board and you move up the boards like a dungeon. You do a run of 7 per dungeon. And if you die at any of that stage, you go back to the start. In between any of those, you're earning gold for getting kills, and you can then go to a little shop and buy buffs for your chess pieces. And so when they are drawn randomly, they have buffs like playing this one gives you another turn. This one does an attack around the piece. This one gives you a shield. So when you win a board like you're seeing now, you can go and play that. What's really cool is that you can stack those buffs on the pieces, and the deck you are drawing from is a traditional line of chess pieces. So, and they've got little things like if you get to the end of the board, you turn a pawn into a into a queen. And so eventually you can start powering up, a queen arrives on the board with all these power ups, and it's you can feel really powerful. And at the same time, it gets really, really hard because all the enemy pieces have stackable sort of traits and things that react to your moves and powers as well. And that's where the game probably just the only negative thing I would say about it is it just starts to get too clustered for its own good. This is just a shop you're seeing here of mine.
Yeah,
you still move around with an infinite like queen card. That's just a funny way of just getting around that shop before you leave through the stairs and set the next dungeon up.
Yeah, right.
Which is kind of cool once you get, but it was confusing at the start. The only other thing I'll say is, as when I mentioned this clustered kind of thing, is you're seeing over here all the variables of that enemy piece, and so what it will do based on what your move does. And the squares you're seeing around it are the attack squares, and the more like thicker those edges are up to the point of a skull, it lets you know that if you're on that square at the end of your turn, you will take that damage, and which is really, really helpful, because otherwise you'd have no idea what the pieces were going to do. It gets overcomplicated. And when you get to the later stages, you end up with there's so much on the board. There's nowhere to hide. You are literally just trying to get away from them all. You are trying to manage which enemies you have to take out first, because some just keep respawning if there are others on the board. There's like a toxic blight on the board. It gets to a point where it becomes less about tactical chess and more about reactionary. You're not playing 2 moves ahead. You are just like, fuck, I don't know where to go kind of thing. So and that doesn't feel as fun as the early stages, I would say. And then the last thing you're seeing here is that there are other hero pieces to players, and they come with different sets of chess pieces. But they are sometimes not traditional chess pieces. You can play as a Viking hero piece that has a bear, and the bear does like this non-traditional square move where it's like you can move around the complete boundary of the board and things like that. So they've gotten really creative with how you can come back with the replayability and stuff like that. Again, I've played 2 games that I think Nick would probably get a real kick out of. I think everyone would this one as well. It's really fun. There is a free demo, and it has quite a lot of the game in it. And then I was like, I really like this. I think it might be a solo developer. It's $10 because I think it's a $10 PC game as well, which is kind of pricey for a mobile game. But I was just like, I really like the idea they've come up with here. So, and it was one that I could just keep playing on the go, or just play like perfect little amounts, put it down, come back, do another board. And I think it's really creative. So yeah,
nice.
If you like your chess and your pawn.
Barbarian. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Then there's that. You got that for you.
Yeah. That's one way to sell it. That's one way to sell it for sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what we've been playing. That was SnowRunner, Spy Party. Luna chatted about Stray and Minecraft, the Wild update. Peter spoke about Halo again, but great fun at the co-op with the community. And Just King, as well as Compound. Gus, that was Octopath.
Traveler
Continent. Champion of the something or other.
Continent, I think.
Yeah, Champions of the Continent.
And Porn Variant, not a game where you get naked or sell things. It's about chess, but not. We'll be right back after a couple of very no.
Yeah, we're going to play Gartic Phone after the break. So if you're into that, we're going to share a link soon. So prepare yourselves to maybe join in on some Gartic Phone. I reckon we can probably
plug in my tablet.
Sneak a couple people in, right?
Peter, I was going to get there.
Sorry, go take it.
We'll be right back after a very weird word from all of our sponsors. Well, not all of our sponsors, but some of our sponsors who have some wonderful word ads and fun things that is a great showcase of what our community has to offer. And after that, we're going to play some fun Gartic Phone. There will be peens, but not because TOS, but maybe a little bit. And it'll be really fun if you want to join. So we'll share that link soon.
Also Gartic Phone.
But what's first?
But we're also playing Gartic Phone. Did you know that?
Thank you, Luna.
Seen? Camo! Want to hide in plain sight? Camo! Want to spy on deer? Camo! Want to shoot those deer? Camo! Want to get close enough to a pack of deer that you could dress up as a deer, gradually earn their deer trust, become accepted as one of their own, wait until the stag dies and inherit alpha control of the herd, guide that deer herd for a decade until you're the most celebrated deer elder, and then shoot that deer and mount it on a fucking wall? Camo! Camo camping equipment. You've seen the rest, now try and find the best. You can't, because it's camo.
Here we go again.
No, you f***ing dick!
So does fucking Karen. Why is this happening to me? I gotta get the hell out.
Oh, I'm too scared for this scary man. Let's listen to our music.
We had an extra few seconds in the holding screen there because I had to get this very small Tim Tam, which will help me draw better.
Wait, it's a small.
Did you
like,
bring it
smaller
up
than
for the
regular?
class?
Is it the different size Tim Tams?
I can regurgitate it back into your mouth like a tiny bird.
Oh my god! It's porn burying all over again.
Hungry little fella. Wait, so is that actually a smaller Tim?
No, it's a regular size Tim Tam.
Oh, thank God. I was going
Tam.
to say, like, of all size changes for Tim Tams, they should make them at least 3 times. Well, they probably taste terrible if they're 3 times as big, but, like, it'd be too much of a good thing.
No such thing.
Never small.
But they, you know how they bring out those big, like, dairy milk blocks at Christmas time? They should make a giant Tim Tam. That would be pretty cool.
I'm fine.
I don't know that I would enjoy eating a giant Tim Tam. One thing that I hate about the inflation of chocolate is that they keep charging the same money, but they make the confectionery smaller.
Right?
What's the fucking deal?
Yep.
We should protest.
I'll pay 15 extra cents for the normal size bar.
I want to know how you would
Bastards.
Tim Tam
Oh,
slam
man.
the giant Tim Tam that we're coming up with.
Magnums have gotten
Okay.
at least half their size.
You'd need a saucer. You'd need like a big crock pot for
Like a
tea.
bathtub?
You can buy those,
Bathtub
like, those mugs that are just massive, that are like the big kind of like gourmet
Can be done.
latte. It can be done. Get a bowl. Just use a bowl.
My housemate,
You know what-
my housemate Lynette has a instead of a teacup, he has a jug, like an actual jug for gravy pouring that they have tea from. So that's not
Does he
far
drink like this?
It's very difficult to balance because I have a pretty huge tea mug.
You do.
Like people have often said the size of my tea mug is substantial. So I like, but I think it's difficult once you go larger than that. Then you start to compromise warmth because it gets cooler.
But it's
The wider the bowl.
But isn't that's a gravy train, isn't it? And then the point is to keep it warm. Like, they're super insulated because they're meant to keep the gravy warm on the table for a long time. So if they're drinking out of that, pro move, because it's keeping the tea really warm.
Yeah, well, I got them a like a USB powered tea warming disc thing.
Oh, yeah,
and
cool.
it keeps the tea warm at all. And I'm like, I need one of
Good.
these.
Very good.
Smart.
Yeah,
Very
perfect.
good.
You take that tea warmer, you market that thing to Greybox. Yeah. You got yourself a gravy warmer. It's a market that's not even being tapped yet. I'm just saying.
You realize that every word we say right now is building the foundation of what will exist in the next 5 rounds of Gartic phone.
Yes. Oh my god.
Choo-choo, gravy train, bitches.
Guys, you have to help me out here though, because
Have I done something wrong?
something exists right now, and that is the wonderful, wonderful deal of purchasing a PC through Dream PC.
All aboard forget the gravy train, get on board the Back Pocket sponsored train, because if you are, get on board the Dream train, all aboard, choo-choo, and dream of PCs, dream of the PCs that they will build. Of course, we are talking of Dream PC, our Business Pocket partner. Thank you so much for being a Business Pocket partner. And thank you for providing the real life computers to the people's dreams out there. They're easy to configure via their website. They're bespoke systems. They're built to order. They're authorized. They use authorized Australian market parts. They don't go, they go out to the Outbook back where I was, and they look for the best parts. They dig them up, and they find them, and they go, oh, that's a good GPU. That's going to go in that one. That's authorized. I've authorized it. Out it goes. And then also, you can follow live updates via their build tracker on their website. So you can watch your PC of your dreams be built. Head to go.dreampc.com.au/backpocket to build the PC of your dreams. And they do great warranties as well, as that little gold sticker says, which is easy to peel off as well, that little gold sticker, if you wanted to. Leave it on if you want as well. But,
You can always trust a gold sticker, I've found.
Yeah.
All the kids in kindergarten who got gold stars, they were the best children, by far. Nintendo's official seal of approval.
Oh yeah, that was a that
best
was one
games
you
on
wanted as
Nintendo.
Well. You wanted a gold star at school. You didn't want the little stamp that said "Good job" with a whale.
Yeah,
and that wore off by the time
you give me a
home.
box of wine with a gold sticker on it. I guarantee you that is a fine box of wine.
Oh,
If you give, I thought you were the teacher in that scenario, Pete, and you were getting a box of wine, and you're giving the children gold stars.
Kids, answer this. If I've got a box of wine that's 1.2 liters and I drink 750 mils during this class, how much wine?
How much of your school fees am I wasting?
Hey, Miss Molly Makes is in the chat. Miss Molly Makes, what's your opinion logistically on a giant Tim Tam and making that possible and edible?
Oh,
nice.
Amazing.
From the perspective of trying to get your mouth around it.
I feel like, as stunt food,
worry about that.
would be amusing to watch, but she might also make it and be like, this was a really good idea. I need to keep this in my wheelhouse versus because isn't a Tim Tam a secret recipe? Isn't it Coca-Cola and KFC and all that stuff? It's no one really knows why they taste so good. I imagine.
You can reverse engineer anything these days.
Okay, Ms. Molly, the challenge is set. Not KFC.
So what's in Tim Tams that we're not aware of that makes it taste so good?
That's it. And said with that sus voice. It's totally the question that needs to be asked. What's in the Tim Tam? Arnott's gone, what's in these? Why is it a Tim Tam? Why have you answered my calls?
Milk chocolate, vegetable oil, emulsifiers, wheat flour, golden syrup, food colors.
What color? Brown? What the fuck?
Soy lectin.
You don't need food coloring for Tim Tam.
It does just say at the end. It does just say flavor, which is very broad.
So that's what Coke has as well. They have flavor, and I think that's where you can hide your ingredients.
Right.
Because unless there is just a big barrel of flavor and they're selling it to Coke and Tim Tams, then it's just that's the secret ingredient. But I think that's where you can hide your patented ingredients. So Miss Molly, throw that thing through the put that thing under the microscope.
Could be anything.
Put that thing through your husband and see if his taste buds can detect what's
You're gonna say put that
flavor
thing through your husband and see what comes out and put that in the recipe.
Needs more brown.
Can I put in
the mouth? It's all natural, baby. Okay.
We are
sorry,
not
Dream
telling
PC. Well,
all right, let's play this frickin' game.
Yeah, which is part of the smoothest segment.
The gameplay, which is presented by Rhys Wild, who assures me that all of the flips that he has listed on his 11 cool things that he's done, or his 11 wild things that he's done in his lifetime, are 100% real. He has photos of some of them. But also made the point that when you're doing cool flips and stuff, you're not taking photos of yourself. They just happen. So there's an element of trust that we
I
need
don't
to
think
place.
it was never an issue with that he was doing the flips. It was just they were just all of the
They're all just flips. It's one
They're
thing.
all just
Doing a
you can't
flip
just
is
do
one
it-
thing. I don't care
you can't
what's
just
attached
add
to your
it to
feet.
tasks. Yeah, exactly.
So we asked him to provide us with information and are now discrediting him for not providing diverse enough information about
Steph, do you know how the show works, right? That's how this works.
The audience is always
See.
wrong.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
do a flip now, Gus. I could talk to Chorg, but
Your
I choose not
next
to.
your next word from our sponsor Rhys has to involve you flipping at some point.
And
Could be
a finger.
flipping the bird.
Yeah. Same page, nice.
Save the
Well, now
camera.
you've removed that
But now
joke from
can't be
his
that.
repertoire. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
We took
Now
the
we'll make
easy
a
one out.
joke about wanting to do that and then seeing us break the joke and
go.
watching that joke and oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
But we don't have the list of wild things. But I feel like we've set because Nick has kept it secret from us, so we can't read number 3 on the wild things list.
No, that's true.
but
I would like to
Throwing the
see
gauntlet
Rhys take a walk on the wild side when it comes to food. Because the one thing that I've learned about Rhys through my time knowing him is that he enjoys things very plain.
He's a bland palate man. I know him well.
Bland palate.
He should eat noodles with the flavor sachet in there.
Yeah, take a walk on the wild side, Rhys.
But start easy, mate. Start on your chickens. Don't move up to your beefs or whatever. I don't even know if they come in any other flavor like anymore. But yeah,
Could be beef.
it could be beef.
I'm not sure that it's beef, Carl.
Shall we play the game?
Yeah, let's
do
do
it.
it.
Let's do it.
Remind me how to set this goddamn thing up. I just go normal, right?
We
That's what it
want
says?
to do normal.
Normal, and then I think you have to provide a link, and people can join via the link.
How many?
Or are we just going to play Or are we just going to play the 4 of us, which is also fine.
We could do a round.
I want to bring in a couple of randos.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm just gonna paste the link.
Oh god, hang on. Is there a limit to the amount of people?
I love chaos
Is this-
method.
Yeah, I've limited it.
love
I've
chaos
limited
method.
it.
Okay.
We want
It's
2
6,
extra
which is a good
people.
number.
6 is
Which is a good-
6 is enough.
5 is
6
right
is a good
out.
number.
We're doing chaos mode because Ben's not here. Sorry, Ben.
It's like a tabletop game. I find that 5 to 6 is a great number. Once you go to 8, it's like I get too distracted between like when it's not my turn, and I leave.
We got some speedy entries. We got.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn a little pocket
Dolphin
because we got
Pantless.
Big Wild and Dolphin Pantless. I assume Big Wild is Rhys Wild, and it is Rhys's segment.
Rhys
So
Wild.
Wild.
There is
Fair
there is no one hotter off the link in chat than Rhys Wild.
And do I want? do you need to change the reveal animation? Potentially custom settings,
that's
right?
a thing.
Yes.
That's the thing, right? Time normal.
We want to make it.
Task flow, writing,
We want to
drawing,
make it that
turns,
we click on it to watch them, not it automatically goes through too fast.
Animation?
So,
Yeah.
Choose to
play animation
I think
frames.
it might be in the next bit. It might be in the next
On.
bit.
We definitely want that
animation.
on, right? That's you see people
Yeah.
drawing it. You see the art being created. Which
Does anyone make it
has to
manual?
happen.
Says Super Studios. But
Am I not in manual?
Yeah.
I think that happens in the next bit.
Okay, turns, scoreboard.
Oopsie.
Oh,
Steph left and Steph is back. Thank God.
Geez, that pigeon sums up.
Hitting start.
So,
Oh no, cancel.
Wait,
I didn't get to choose.
what?
I didn't get to choose it.
And we as Luna and Steph and I don't want to watch the show yet.
I'm gonna. I can take it away from you guys, right?
Yeah,
So
I, think
I can
so.
do
Why don't you
that.
do
I think. Are you?
I can put Discord over it so that I can still see your faces.
we'll hide it.
Is that all faces now?
Oh yeah, no, it is. It's all faces. Yeah, you've done it. You've done it. You've
and
done it.
I got
son.
to do Gus, but I've
Okay.
also got to type something.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
No, Pete, I've just moved it out of the way. All good. Okay. Why are there ads on this now? Get out of here, True Core Home
How do you
Steel.
spell that? How do you spell that, chat?
Oh wait, write another sentence? Wait, no. Okay, just one. Okay.
Close.
Did it. Oh my god, that was so
Okay.
close.
So we're all
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love
Drawing.
this. Whoever wrote this, very good.
All right,
Very good.
all right.
Very good.
And Gus,
Okay,
I
good,
should
good,
be sending you all now just faces.
I love my faces. Yes, perfect.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm also down to mouse. I didn't plug my my thing in time, my tablet.
Join us.
Yes. Be peasants with the rest of us.
Join us.
Yes.
I have music for this, don't I? There's got to be some music somewhere.
usually.
Yeah.
Something in the library. Play the little beat, magic feet. That one in the background. Everyone loves that one.
Where's the
gosh.
paint bucket? Where's the paint bucket gone?
There's no time to fill.
Oh.
F.
Has it gone?
Is it? No, it's
been left out.
Oh.
This is like.
Is this
Oh,
resetting?
yeah.
Oh my god, how much time do I have left? I got heaps of time.
Did we remove the paint bucket? This is terrible. I'm starting to scribble like a
Did they move the? Oh, they have.
barbarian.
Maybe they made it harder for us all.
Why
Yeah.
would
like
you
it.
do that?
It's okay. We will overcome.
Luna, you play a lot of this on your stream, don't you? Watched it.
I used to, yeah. Good
Oh,
fun.
you used to.
Good fun. Good bands. Good giggles. And a lot of panic.
Oh yeah.
An ADHD brain trying to focus on everything at once.
What have I done? Oh, shit. I mean, yeah.
Yes.
I've forgotten computers after this week.
True.
I came and turned it all on. I was like, this is the most screens I've looked at in like 8 days or something.
How good is this? Oh, okay.
No, it's going too quick.
I don't.
Wait, how much time we go? Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
No, oh, do we... What's the policy on words?
What's the fucking...
What's the fucking...
Good bands. Great bands.
We're so good at talking.
I'm going to click the done button. That's the confidence you're getting over here.
Is that obvious? Is that sexy now?
Oh, yeah, right. That's right. I forget. So chat's watching you, Pete. So
Yeah, chat can see some of the game happening. I'm done.
Okay, cool.
What more is there to that?
okay.
No.
Oh my
Oh, that was
god.
not to my usual standard. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Yep. We've got.
What the fuck? Oh, wait.
Over? I don't know. I think that's on to.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Is that amazing?
Oh no! Oh god! You've chosen some wacky mode, Peter.
Yeah, why can I see?
Something in the
I
back.
can see. I
So
can
you
see
need
what's
to.
happening.
This is like you need to add to the drawing. So you need to draw
Okay,
over
let's
what's
get-
there, and like as if it's an
Okay.
animation, you're adding a second frame. So you need to kind of like continue on from what's here.
Oh, is that because we said click
Oh.
animation?
Yep.
Do I also get the previous person's brush size? Because this is...
I don't need to draw over it, right? I just need to add to it.
I think you're drawing over it because it'll play that and then the next one. So
yes,
it's like...
you won't currently there when your drawing shows. So if you want that and something, you need to redraw over it. Does that make sense? Like
Oh,
you're
okay.
drawing a continuation of that slide.
It's like an
but you need
onion
to-
skin, but you don't have to use it.
So...
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
Ah.
really
Not-
understand. But
No, neither.
Pretend it's not there.
Surely I don't have to draw their whole thing again, right?
yeah, I would think you wouldn't have to draw the thing again. But
It won't appear on the next slide.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to try and draw their thing in...
we got time.
I mean, yeah, no, luckily it's...
You got something to work off.
I was going to say a hot mess, but yeah.
Seeing the thing has removed all imagination from my brain. So now I'm just like trying to think of something original.
Not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Was this... So, this is still normal mode, just... done different.
Yeah, we totally fucked it. Oh, it's almost over.
It's a new
Round
experience.
four. Round 4.
Is that's this whole last minute stream. We fucked it all up, but it's almost over. It's not. It's not.
Panic.
Panic draw? Panic drawing with a mouse is also just a nightmare.
It's not a fun time. Stop celebrating.
I throw my hands up and, no, I do it when I'm celebrating, and I do it when I'm like, fuck this. I throw my hands up and I'm like, whoa.
Is there an undo?
Is there an undo?
Yeah, the arrows,
Oh,
the
no,
arrows
there's
are
not
undo,
enough-
redo.
There's not enough time.
I don't understand what the first drawing was, so I'm not sure what I'm continuing, but I think I get it.
I mean, there's the guide at the top, but
This is
obviously
gonna be
it's not
weird.
necessarily gonna.
Oh, I did not look at that.
Interesting.
Oh, of course. Yes, right. Got it.
Is that what they call them? Pretty sure that's what they call them. We don't enlarge a room, Bane, because when there's like 40 people, it just goes forever. See, I'm not well versed enough, Phoenix. I thought I was doing Duolingo.
Duolingo.
Oh god.
No.
So now I'm seeing both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
This is a science experiment, and whatever happens, happens. And next round,
Yeah.
maybe we can fix it.
Now that I'm seeing both, maybe someone did draw both these though.
no. I reckon you're right. I reckon it's
Oh, you do continue with the same
Yeah.
pen settings, I think, as the previous person. Because mine was like transparent. Oh no, I did that.
Oh, okay. There's two squares on the instrument panel that have a line through them, like our tools. If you click on that, it gets rid of the previous drawing. I don't know if you can. That's working for you guys, but it's under the dropper.
yeah, right.
So if you were going to draw a new one,
But you have to draw a new one
I'm so confused.
because you won't see what the other one looked like before. It's not going to appear in your drawing. It's
At the
just your
end?
drawing that will appear. Yeah. It's like that's the previous frame of the animation and you're drawing the next frame of the animation.
Right.
what? I mean, I'm with Luna on this. It's broken my creativity.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, being
there's
led
something already.
being led by something is actually harder than it.
Yeah, I'm like,
being,
you spend more time like deleting the image from your head than
Yeah.
creating.
This doesn't even make sense. Grammatically incorrect. It's probably a little offensive to a religion. What am I doing?
Everything is.
I came back for one episode. No!
No.
That was the end.
Why?
We're done.
Oh, thank God. What the fuck did I just do? What? No! Oh, when you click done, it goes
Yeah,
away.
it shows you the thing that you drew, which is nothing. Alright, we totally fucked this up.
Oh, this is going to
We
be
nailed it.
cancelled.
This is cancelled in
Cancelled in 5, 4, no. Okay.
I made up.
It was like, yeah, you want to be on the show.
Okay, this is where you do the display
Wow.
mode. This is the
will
thing
be-
that I wanted to toggle on was the manual
Yeah.
moving on. Alright.
Okay, let's just
Alright.
see what happens.
I'm gonna hit start. We're gonna see what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm excited.
Okay.
It's gonna get weird.
Tim
Tim,
Chalamet.
Yeah,
but
nice.
I spelled his surname incorrectly, and I'm shamed for that.
Yeah, got it.
Love it.
There
Luna.
he is.
He's in
That's
Nice.
got his hair perfectly
It
captured.
is
Yeah.
perfect.
He's doing
It is a
kids, right?
swoop. It's so swoopy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
That was Sam.
Dolphin Pants saw taking a bath in a good Tim Tam sized mug of tea.
Appropriate Tim Tam
Nice.
size. Yeah.
Gus.
So I had someone slamming it, but I also just thought they should be writing.
You're writing it in.
Yeah. Nice.
Also, that's another leg on the other side of the Tim Tam, not a cheeky bean.
Okay, I getcha. I'm with you.
Or
Steph's all the cheeky bean.
Oh,
Riding that Tam straight into the soup. Which Big Wild
love
interpreted as.
oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect.
Very
That
good.
stayed pretty similar. And then
That did
Gartic,
say that's great.
the animation.
Oh, it does animate.
Oh, the animation.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
None of
so
this.
that's
Oh,
why
it's too fast.
No, I like
Yeah.
it. Let's see it fast again.
Okay.
There he is.
Nice.
There he goes.
That's pretty good.
I'd like that on it. Is that now you
Can I save that?
Put it on a t-shirt or something? Yeah.
Saving.
I'd like to.
yes.
I'd like to
You can save it as a
apologize
GIF.
in advance for not understanding the animation aspect. So
I think we all no,
Nah,
that's good.
it's fine.
Nor did I. We're gonna
We
see
saw
what
how it
happens.
was meant to work.
I have done it once before.
So, Luna, you started us with a crustacean loves cheese.
first thing came to my head.
Lovely.
Good.
Oh, that's so cute.
Aww.
I started with a lobster and I didn't quite know what he's like lying.
Craft
reaching
singles.
for it, but yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Thank
I
you.
think
Well
that was
spotted.
very accurate.
Yep.
Okay, Storf said.
Lobster bloody loves this box of cheese.
I'm lacking toes.
Lacking toes. But I interpret that as a burger. Because it had the little, but it's like, it must be like a peppery cheese. So it's
Yeah,
going
it's a
on
pepper
there.
jack. One might even say.
Yep.
Give me some Krabby Patties.
Good.
With dolphin pants.
He's got that.
Hey,
Good.
the hat.
Good.
Got the
Love
hat.
it. Love it.
What have you done to my boy?
Yeah, he definitely looks a bit disturbed by the end.
He's falling apart.
Oh god! It's like he had a
Say
big
it.
night out, and by the end of it, he's like, "You need to scrape him off the floor."
Yeah.
Garcy started us
Okay.
with
Ooh.
Tim Tam
Yeah.
was the theme. Flipping
Tim
over that huge Tim Tam.
Nice.
Big wild
flip it.
saw.
Oh, get it.
Look at that.
Okay, that
flipping
was a
stick
flip.
Figure. That's amazing.
That was a flip.
Oh.
It's, the anatomy is
Oh,
well
I know where this goes. I know where this goes.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I thought it was doing a Tim Tam bum slam.
Which is good.
Which
Oh, okay.
that's a big booty.
Look at the one on the right watching. With
Yay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Luna,
did
you
not
saw
get that.
Mechanical King Potato of Terror.
Where does the mechanical come
I see it.
from?
There's
It
the
looks like a
potato and there's the
mechanical
robot
bull.
man in the
Oh,
Riding the potato.
Riding the
Good.
bull.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, love it,
Yeah.
love it.
I love it.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get the last two letters out, but it seems like I'm just trying to be
To me,
Foo.
Mr. T.
You're being
dude
Mr.
from the
T,
A-Team.
yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
T.
you're being Mr. T.
Yeah.
But you'll notice that all of my subjects are lying face down with their arms.
It actually works. It's like they flip into it and then it stands up and is like, "Rah!"
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy accident.
He's getting revenge.
Yeah.
Tim Tam gets revenge at the end.
This still kind of works. This
All
still
right.
kind of works.
Big wild.
We're doing all right still.
Okay, you're doing a sick flip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Flips and Tim Tams,
okay.
the themes
Yeah.
of the evening so far.
Flips
For
and
sure,
dips.
for sure.
Uh-oh.
That's awesome.
I love it.
The
And I
face.
realized.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
something
sheer
like
terror.
Aladdin genie, but twisted
Yeah.
and Salvador Dali-esque about it. I love
Yeah.
it.
I know that's a skateboard, but that's a corny piece of shit. If I'm really looking at it.
It's funny you say that. Gus.
Oh yeah, of
Oh,
course.
it's a skateboard. Okay. So I didn't realize there was that line there. So I was
Good.
just drawing off the previous drawing. I didn't
Good.
read that, or I would have I would have made that so much better.
That's so
I
good.
thought it was corn as well. Oh, that's cute.
That was such a good
Well.
prompt. I saw this as back pocket is back pocket, and I stitched it to a butt.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh
That is-
God. Again, it kind of works. It kind of
does.
works.
It flips. I'm back, baby. Oh god.
Again, watching it go through that evolution is really cooked. Like it's
Yeah.
just like it deteriorates throughout the like GIF
Yeah.
into a really terrifying place.
Amazing.
So good.
Dolphin Pantsless started us with
It's all still working.
summoning Little Will by
Summoning
saying his name
Will. Yeah.
3 times in the mirror.
right,
And Steph,
okay.
I think you started us off with that's
Amazing.
fantastic.
Amazing.
That's so Little Will. Captain America. It would have been better if it was Star-Lord, but you got the Marvel reference.
Well, yeah. I couldn't figure out how to do Star-Lord quickly.
Yeah.
I could have done the red jacket, but that wasn't recognizable
I
enough.
stared at this the whole way to the end of the time, and then I saw Will at the last minute. So I think I wrote like,
Hey, Little Will in a mirror.
and I couldn't tell if that was a love heart. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
That's the Candyman take of Little Will.
Really happening.
Yeah.
Grim killing. Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
That's adorable.
The Reaper looks so happy to see Goku. Hey, friend.
Goku looks like that Billy Crystal character from Howl's Moving Castle.
That's the Grim Reaper being like, who would have thought us? Here, not me.
Not me. I wonder if I feel like I'm seeing what this is doing though. It's like whatever the next person like. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like
Then
this.
I think I broke the
cool
last
mechanic.
one then. So I'm glad we got the
Calcifer, yeah, Hugaholic.
Storf started us with Steph and Luna building a fortress of sexy symmetry.
Oh, yes.
Which I don't know how accurately I didn't see the word sexy until right at the end. When I added a bra.
Oh, you added a bra. A sexy red bra.
Sorry?
They're nude?
Well, I didn't have time to draw clothes.
Yeah.
They were irrelevant.
Well, we were wearing bras, but we put them on our building.
Yeah, clearly. Putting a bra on Mario's castle. Very good.
Lovely.
This is what we're also nude.
It's so good.
I love that I'm doing the reach around as well.
That's the ghost.
It's like
Nude ghost.
You're swayzing. You're swayzing.
Oh, amazing.
Bruh.
Mario Sandcastle is being adopted by a lovely couple.
Aw.
I thought the castle was still going to be there.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I love it. That's okay. It's just out of shot, and he's walking into frame.
Totally.
Yeah,
That we pulled that together. That could have gone worse.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed.
I think that's great.
Hide this ad.
That's great.
That's the spelling strikes again. What did I do? It's a me.
It's a marriage. Oh, yeah, that's not how you spell
okay.
it. There's an extra A in there.
There's an yeah.
But that's how Mario would say it or spell it, right?
Yeah, or spell it. It's phonetically. It's phonetically.
I've got a new link. I'm going to DM to our players, and then we'll try and get some other people in. Dolphin Pants and Rhys have had a crack. Who wants in? I'm just going to pick people at random. I'm going to pick favorites.
Nice.
I'm going to pick favorites. Who wants in? Clever Sauce wants in, and BMAC want in. They're the first two. So it wasn't really favorites, it was just the first people to say it. I'm gonna where'd that go? I was gonna whisper. Wait. Pause the damn chat.
Oh, there's a bit of an ad. Is everyone getting ads?
Whisper. Why is it not whispering?
The damn chat.
Oh, we'll be opening in. How do you whisper?
Yeah, they've tried to get rid of whisper as a function, so they've just buried it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
If you right click on their name, I think, or if you click on their name, it brings up the option.
Yeah. I've got Cleverer on Discord. I just DM'd you on Discord, and I should be able to get to BMAC on Discord as well. Yeah. Yep. So Clever Sauce and BMAC, you should have links in your Discord DMs.
Contrast that got me.
Omelette de fromage.
Okay. Nice.
You're still emo, Chad?
Papa Mac.
Papa Mac.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm emo, Chad. It's my
Changed your name?
it's my Valheim name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's just whatever you were using last time.
Was it confused? It was confused echidna, right?
Whisper to them.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh, clever. Oh, I
Clever.
sent it to Clever Sauce. Was I meant to do that? Am I? No, it was Clever Sauce. It wasn't a Vexia. It will never be a Vexia.
It was a Vexia.
It could have been. You were close. I've said it. Clever Sauce, are you on your way? I'm going to give you count to 10.
Oh, brutal. Oh.
9.
Maybe this. Are they stuck in an ad? They might be stuck in an
8.
ad. People get stuck in ads.
7. 6. All right. 5. 4.
This is the content.
3. We got 2. 1. And it's 11. All right.
Place voided.
Who wants in?
Voided.
Who wants in? Hey, Clever Sauce! I knew it. I knew that would work.
Wow.
All right. So we're just doing. We're doing normal.
Normal?
Right?
Normal.
Just normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Just normal. Oh crap.
Don't like that. Did you turn the animation off? Yeah, I turned off the animation thing. It's just a normal round Nicrotex.
Done. It's my done pose.
Done. I'll join in.
Done.
Done. I did it. Done.
Made it.
Sorry, I'm done.
Luna, that's also our pose for awkward. Like we
It is.
the conversation got
That's a back
awkward.
pocket.
Oh, it's done. Yeah.
I got
the bucket back.
Vaccine
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just happy we got our bucket back.
Got this.
Yes.
Got
Oh my
this.
god, bucket.
I've got this. I know exactly what I'm doing.
No,
Exactly
undo.
what's happening.
Panic. Undo.
Don't let them see this.
Oh my god. But I always forget to get off bucket afterwards.
Oh, start from the start.
When I go onto bucket.
Got this.
Is it just rubber? Rubber, please. Rubber. This is so not kids' pics in this paint. I remember kid pics.
Oh yeah.
I do not.
A little stamp tool.
Oh heck. It's the Magic Feet song.
Eat magic feet.
Oh no.
Bucket tool. Oh. Oh, we got. How much time we got? Oh shit! It's so close. Oh my god! It's so close. Damn it. Oh my goodness! I'm running out of time. Did that do it?
That last wedge just keeps going.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Did that do it? No, it didn't do it.
Oh wow.
What the?
What? Oh my god!
This is amazing.
What am I looking at?
What the fuck is this? Oh, maybe not Hugaholic. Doesn't matter.
Good. Okay.
Wait,
no.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Someone filled in the background of this one before starting. Good idea. Start with some color.
Yeah.
I'm now at the point where I'm judging them. I'm like, yes, 8 out of 10.
Got it. I know what I'm looking at.
Ah. Oh, my prompt came through.
Oh no.
Okay. Eat magic feet indeed.
Eat magic feet.
Eat magic feet.
Brush size. I make the worst faces when I draw. I'm like,
I'm fucking OP with all these building tools now, man.
Aww.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting around to it now.
I'm so focused right now.
Yeah, me too. I do have music because I'm not at all paying attention to anything going on in chat.
You can look after yourself, chat, for like a little bit.
Bucket. Then
No, thicker brush. Come on, guys.
the legs.
I don't know how they look. I don't know how those things look.
Okay.
The panic.
I got to a point and I was like, maybe I'll think of the idea by now.
I'm out of ideas. I'll do some set dressing while I think.
Wait, what? There's no time for that. What are you, mad? Oh yeah, Pete, I'm with you. I'm just gonna go and make something look nicer and be like, that's better. What am I drawing? Fuck. Just fuck.
I mean, now it makes sense.
Oh my god.
Right? Done.
Think about.
I don't need all the time.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, what the fuck? People are way better than me.
What?
What the fuck?
Even though yep, whatever.
Sometimes you just literally write what you see, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interpretation, you're like, this, and this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. What?
What?
People make it so hard for a shit artist like me.
There it is. Oh, there's Circle Tool. I forgot about Circle Tool.
We love
Oh,
circle.
I haven't been playing
Okay.
any of these tools. We love Circle Tool.
Oh my goodness.
My mind.
Forget what things look like. They've got new identities now.
It's gonna be some.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm sure everyone will know who this is.
Perspective stuff. Which is absolutely gonna make sense.
Totally.
What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing?
Oh, I'm worse.
What? Shit.
What are we doing for time? Ah!
Bad. This will come together, chat.
Imagine if you could
It's not going to come together. Holy shit, it's not going to work.
Oh my god.
Believe in yourself.
It's supposed to start.
I was literally thinking that.
Control. Risk control.
It's fine. Shut up. Shut up, Belle.
Mom, get the phone.
Oh man, there's so much context that I have to provide because of
What
the
am I
detailed
doing?
explanation.
Yeah. This one fell apart. This one fell apart. Oh my god.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Sassless. Sassless is telling me to draw the thing that is specifically mentioned, and that is me doing that.
I just needed more time.
I guess the last one, we gotta remind ourselves that the last one is never needed to be interpreted by someone. So it's like, it doesn't have to be good.
But you never know
Just
it's
has
the
to
last
be-
one. How do you know it's the
Oh,
last
Yeah.
one?
That's true. That's true.
All right.
We are learning the game. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Take us on a tour, Emo Chad.
Yes, sir. We started
Hey,
with
Alpha.
the saddest prompt of all.
Aw.
A panda without food.
No.
Aw. Clever sauce. The bamboo forest is gone.
No.
Good. The bamboo.
Panda is bamboo intolerant.
Oh god,
Emo.
Steph, no.
Oh my god.
Oh, I mean,
This is
Right.
amazing.
this just turns into right. I
so
thought it was
good.
coming out, Steph. I thought it because there's green at the back. I thought it was coming out from everywhere. Like I didn't see him holding bamboo. I just thought it was like coming up under its arm.
You
And
thought,
then I was like,
why does a panda bear shit in the toilet? That's what you
what?
thought.
Why does a bear shit in the Does a bear shit in the woods? Is that the phrase?
Oh god.
Oh my god, Luna!
Oh, I
That's
love
so
that,
cute.
Luna. That's so aesthetic. I love that. That's so cute. That's so cute.
There's definitely a particular joy in me being the absolute worst artist of the lot of us, and that's what Chad has to watch.
I love
So
that this
they get the
character looks
reveal
like
of
one of those little creatures from
stuff.
Peter's Autobot game.
Yeah,
It is.
totally is.
Just panda.
Luna,
What have I
you
written?
kicked
I've
us
already
off
forgotten.
with
I already forgot.
What did you write?
Oh, yeah.
it's true.
Oh,
Stray
yeah,
CJ
perfect.
GTA mod of your nightmares.
Yeah,
I
great.
think this is the bit I missed of the show.
Gus
so-
missed this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I drew the classic naked at the front of the classroom nightmare and CJ
Oh,
the
I
cat.
see.
Is that a sneaky peen?
Yeah,
That
not
is
so
a sneaky
sneaky.
pain.
Not so sneaky. That's CJ the cat.
Ironically,
Witnessing.
the peen is actually the one on the far left. Those are two legs on the right.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. That's a perspective thing. The leg is cocked right back.
Yeah.
Foreshortening.
And the peen is hanging to the
Consider
left.
the one on the left is the peen. That's very
Yeah.
overbalanced.
Yeah.
Good.
Not having your oral ready for the exam.
Very
Wow.
good. Very good.
Yeah, good.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I was so confused.
Now say this sentence.
I'll
What
say
is
the
this
sentence.
BMAC?
I was like, is it Jeopardy?
That's
That
a
is
good
so
interpretation.
That is.
Can't say bad words on Twitch. Gus?
Yeah, nice. I love that.
I went for
That's
the
so
lunar aesthetic
cool.
of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Luna, no
yeah.
swearing.
And I often
No
do
swearing.
fail at the non-swearing thing.
There you go. Censored. There
That
it is. There it is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
All
Nice. Luna?
Okay.
I can totally draw pink teams.
Do we draw
This
each
one-
other
this one-
and do like terrifying versions of them?
This threw me for so long. I had no idea what I was looking at for a very long time. But as soon as I saw like the keyboard and mouse, I was like,
Yeah.
right.
Thank fuck.
Gotcha.
The phone clearly rang out at the legs.
I saw it. Yeah. You didn't quite connect.
That's great,
the
though.
second leg.
That's a great interpretation of that. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I know, it looks underground. It looks like it needs to be on Earth.
Yeah.
Very good.
Clever sauce.
Yay!
Oh, it's
Yep,
like the
nice.
same framing as the previous one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Motherboard.
Yeah, and it's still Gus. We still see the beard.
Oh yeah,
And
I
the
got
sh-
legs,
and
but I got no
the
head this
shovels
time.
the same.
The shovel's
Yeah.
down this time because the digging is happening.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the
Nice.
animation.
We need the animation version
Yeah,
of this.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah!
Papa Mac, Gus digging up wonder in the deep desert.
Did that
Oh, isn't that amazing that I read Forest?
Fuck.
This has happened twice where I've read completely different words than what's on the screen. It's like I just like
ignored the word
This
desert
is-
and went for
Ignore the word and just and I
pine
literally-
forest.
Yeah. Or it's like I finished the sentence in my head without reading it.
Look
you
at
don't have
that
enough time to
genuine
read the
look
whole
of
sentence.
that
Bewilderment.
face of bewilderment.
I tried to make you an accurate level of hairiness, and I think I did a pretty good job.
Spot
I like the
on.
texture as
Pretty
well.
good job. Jim's blowing.
Perfect.
Spice Jan.
Amazing. Storf, you started us with Cleverosaur sliding in saucily. Up at Gus.
Oh, okay.
Slip.
All right. This one goes on a journey.
Good.
LounaTuna, the smartest egg yolk on the planet. Which is fair.
That's what I saw.
Who, of course, is the IQ champion.
Yeah, great.
Look at that all yolk on no whites. That's amazing.
There's a little bit of white. I use the hair.
like-
the
yeah,
white is
yeah.
the hair.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Look at your clouds. Your circle clouds.
That's what clouds look like in real life.
IQ.
Cleverosaur's biggest like graduation. I think just interpreted orange as like chav skin, what do they call it? Fake tan.
Yeah.
Cleverosaur's not even getting to identify themselves in the drawing, not realizing what they saw was actually themselves originally. Yeah.
No
Such is
more.
life. I mean,
Nice.
it
Yep.
checks out.
Accurate.
Checks out.
Wow.
Diverse as well.
Whereas
They look like
actually,
chav skin.
ironically, the Cleverosaurus in the middle gets 69 and actually wasn't the smartest one because that's the orange one.
That's the
Yeah.
yolk.
That's the yolk.
Wow.
I mean, congratulations, BMAC, on getting that much typography out. Lettering
Yeah.
takes
Yeah.
and numbering takes the
Insane.
longest to draw. So you definitely
That's very
committed
good.
there.
Look at all those circles. Let's not forget all those circles.
Don't forget the circles. How could we?
circles.
Papa Mac said, "Look at Saturn and its fancy rings, so fine."
Good. Steph, freaking amazing.
Oh, that's slayed it. Absolutely slayed it.
So good.
She got little heels on.
Yes.
Look at
She
those little
fabulous.
heels.
That's so
Those sassy
good.
little like arms on the.
Sexy Saturn
She
is
was-
so fun. Oh, you
there
wrote
it is.
fine. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's true. The
I
word.
derailed this.
I was like, the fine carried through.
But Peter, she drew sexy satin. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And this is amazing. The bikini comes back into play.
The bikini's back.
Yes.
And the yolk. The
bikini.
yolk is sweating.
And the yolk.
Yeah.
The yolk is sweating.
Did third yoke from the
Third yoke
sun.
from the sun.
nice.
Good job. Yeah.
Which
yeah.
Good.
Cleverosaur saw as that one. It looks like the contents of a petri dish.
Yeah, it looks like an amoeba or something.
Like an
The
Stupid
disease is
sexy
winning,
satin.
sir.
Stupid, sexy satin dog.
Yep, checks out.
Amazing.
Very good.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Yoke,
Very good.
Yoke made its way into two.
yeah.
I must have been
Did.
influenced.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You must
Yeah.
have. You must have had egg in two
Yeah,
drawings.
had egg in my mind.
Oh my god, Cleverosaurus, why is that? That's the hardest prompt in the world.
I love it. I love it.
Downloading.
Oh.
I was so confused by what I
Very
was looking
good.
at.
Yeah. It's
That is
straight into
tricky
the navel.
Papa Max got the little caricature down pat. Quick circle, quick head,
Yep.
Yeah.
little arms.
Yep.
Yep. Love it, love it.
Is the word daddy on one of those pieces?
Oh yeah, that's all the data.
Yeah, it might be actually. I think I
they're
see
all the
USC bot.
Confused of
Daddy
by
egg.
all this data.
very good.
Confused
But
of
Steph,
by all this data.
we only read what we needed to read, so it's okay.
My brain.
Oh, that's super cute.
I was just like, I was trying to do stuff, and then I just started writing data because I was like, "What is data?"
There's some Headley in that design.
There is. That's definitely a puppet. That's
Yep.
a puppet.
Yep.
Fuck that puppet.
Trying to do maths where you have lice. Oh my
Very
god.
good.
This is the worst fucking
Oh,
piece of shit.
Come on, that's the I'm a thinking
I
pose.
love that.
No, that's a
I
great
love that.
interpretation, but my interpretation of that was not good.
Oh,
was it the comb?
It was like the perspective from the eyes of looking down at your maths homework, but also you've got lice
I love
right in
that.
front of
The
your
lice
face.
comb, right?
You can
Yeah, it's
tell
lice comb.
you're a filmmaker. You've really thought about a
Look at the
different camera
perspective between the
perspective.
hands. You got
For
this
this,
stuff going
yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
I feel like
This is
I have lice.
POV.
I have itchy hair just looking at this.
Just looking at it. Yeah. Oh man,
Alright.
that's so funny.
Nice. That's 2 good rounds. Should we call it there?
I mean,
Do you want to do one more?
Whoa.
It's 9:30. We got another fun segment to do as well.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay,
Gotcha.
okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, let's kill the music. Let's kill that music. That was good fun. That was
In a
great
segment
fun.
we call the music.
Very
but we
good
don't get the
game.
Very
Gameplay.
good gameplay. I still can't see what's in you gotta put us back to what's on what we're looking at.
You know what this is. It's the
You gotta put us back to what we're looking at, Pete.
sexy words.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Give me 1 sec. That takes a moment. That takes a beat.
that was
Gotcha. That was very good gameplay. And it was brought to us by Rhys Wild, who has told us that he can do a front flip. Was a back flip on the list? I'm sure it was.
yeah,
there were several
flips in
different
multiple
kinds of
directions.
flips. Yeah.
Do a side flip, mate.
Side flip.
Traditionally a barrel roll, but do a side flip.
Yeah. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it happen.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was awesome. I love playing games with the community, and I love seeing everyone's art skills, especially yours, Peter, because they were beautiful. Especially your fine use of circles. Your fine use of circles were just brilliant.
No, it's wonderful to have so many artists to work with. You inspired me, and I feel like I've grown as an artist myself, having worked alongside you.
Wonderful. We're going to be back with the game of life. Some lovely wholesome tips for you outside of your gaming world. But first, we're going to take a little look at some words from our sponsors and some fun ads and things, so don't go away. Shenanigans. Stop it. Shenanigans. Stop pushing. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shenanigans. Stop it. 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 For shenanigans. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shenanigans for shenanigans. Stop it. Shenanigans. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Most shenanigans. Bullshit. It's bullshit.
We built this city. We built this city too close to the beach coastal city. We built this city on erosion. I warned you when we zoned this. It was not the right place. You said you want the coastal views. Now they're splashing your face. Neck deep in the water is where we sleep at night. Kitchens and aquarium. Oh God, that isn't right. I told you when we built it, this was just far too close. Don't you remember, Bryce? We wrecked this planet. Now we're gonna get eaten by the ocean.
man, our ad was so cringe, and that ad was so lovely. That's amazing, Dump Days. Are you intending to go through every Pocketeer?
Every single one?
Yeah, because don't make that promise.
I was about to say,
it's more than you think.
Yeah, we've been down that road and it's a lot of work, but I appreciate you for
or
tackling
I
it.
bestow upon you the crown of drawing everyone, and so I really gotta do you.
Yeah. Although I will say that Dump
They were
Days
great.
is doing a simpler and cleaner, more interpretation of each Pocketeer, whereas we've just crammed in everything we can possibly think of that relates to them or their past or childhood or trauma.
Also, Dump Days has the luxury of not having 3 people killing time vamping, trying to add things to their drawing for the whole time it's happening.
It's called content, Gus. It's called content. So
Fair enough.
All right. It is time for, I have to say, Gus, one of your better artworks of all of your glorious masterpieces, The Game of Life, brought to you by Nicrotex. So good. I love it.
Wholesome.
Oh, it's so
nice.
wholesome. So cute. The baby pocket is so sweet. Yes, brought to you
From
by
Coastal.
Coastal did
Drew Baby Pockety.
the baby pockety. It's a collaborative effort. It's always been a collaborative effort. Brought to you by Nicrotex, aka Nick Belling, who I went to the theatre with. We saw Moulin Rouge, and it was just.
You went to the theatre.
We went to the
not just
theatre. Yeah,
The
we
movie
saw
theatre.
we saw Moulin Rouge, and it was delightful. And
Did someone get stabbed? And Ewan McGregor was like, marvelous.
I wish
to something only I have seen.
it's very hard to watch something based on a movie when you have a particular idea in your head of what it's going to be. But I have to say they did a very good job, and I think they're all battling COVID.
Lesbians
So it was lesbians all across the shop. But it was a joy. We had a great time.
Did Nicro enjoy it as well?
Yeah.
Did you both say you equal amount of enjoyment?
Yeah. Nicro, I think, posted a tweet saying that he had he got notifications of a raised heart rate throughout. So we know that he was enjoying it.
Fitting, because we read a Nicrotex tweet for every one of his segments.
Yes, we do.
And Nicro clearly
something that the regular host would know.
Nicro clearly came what may. Come
what may. I'm just going to describe this tweet to you.
Great.
Nick Belling tweeted 9 hours ago. This is generally what happens when I see a good piece of theatre. I love the phrasing, the mouthfeel of good piece of theatre. Not like a good show at the theatre. Not a good theatrical performance. It was a good piece of theatre.
Yeah, it's a meal of a show.
A meal of a show. And there's a screenshot here of the high heart rate notifications that Nicrotex received yesterday between the hours of 9:15 p.m. and 9:25 p.m. Heart rate 122 beats per minute.
So specifically the second act, then.
Yeah. This is Come What May shit.
Where things got intense.
Oh.
This is I Will Love You. 122, 120, 123, 119, 121. It was high for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Was there like was there every
for a
song
man
from the movie
sitting in
and
the
some more?
theater? Steph, that question.
Look, that's when it got to its sexiest. Right? It's true. It's true.
When's it sexiest? I'm trying to remember the movie now.
The whole thing.
Bit of Roxanne.
It's
the Roxanne song. That's getting like
everyone was pretty naked in it. I'll be honest. Like there were a lot of butts out. There were a lot of butts out. There was a lot of lingerie outfits. In fact, there was one moment towards the end where everyone comes out. If you're familiar with Moulin Rouge, someone dies, and so they come out and they're like really somber, sort of in the wake of this death. And there's this one girl who's wearing this like lacy outfit with these 2 big diamante circles on her boobs. And it's like really distracting during this moment where they're all being very serious.
Just catching the spotlight.
Really draws the eye.
Yeah,
really
just
draws
disco
the
balling
eye.
the whole amphitheater. So it's just like, guys.
Yeah, they're all like singing their like sad, requiem. But it was great. It was a great show. We enjoyed it. We had a good time.
They're like, Rachel, costume change.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah. But I think
Lovely.
I think they're all struggling with multiple cast and crew getting hit with COVID. So they're
rough.
powered through.
Hope has titties indeed.
So, Pastor, who said that Spice-Man? That's a Spice-Man comment for sure.
That is.
Yeah. So in the game of life, we like to offer up a little piece of a little tidbit of advice or a bit of, I guess, a little share of something that we find enriches our lives outside of video games. Do we want to start with? You, Peter?
I think we should start with Luna because there's a piece of media.
Oh, okay.
That came along with this one.
Sure.
And I need to know. It's been bugging me all afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lord Phoenix is just requesting that there's no bad food takes, please.
Oh,
Specifically from Peter.
Sorry. Tolga and I stumbled across a viral video. It's from a month ago, but we only came across it like last week. And little context on Tolga. He's a dancer. You didn't know that. He's a dancer.
Right.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
What kind of dancing? Hip hop?
Like
Crunk?
hip hop. Like I can't even. When we see the video, that sort of stuff. And we found this video of this is a dance crew from Norway. They're called the Quick Style, and this video has over 43 million views. They're at their fellow dance crew members' wedding, and he's sitting in a chair watching them with his bride. And they're like just the joy of watching them dance for their friend. They obviously done all these dance routines and choreographed everything over the years because these are like, this is what they do.
And the friend is also a dancer?
Yes. So they surprised him with this. It's a 12-minute video, so it is quite lengthy, and there's just so much.
There it is.
And we're going to watch all of it.
You want me to skip like partway through into the action?
You can navigate through.
Oh my god!
I think like
That's a lot.
Wait, it's a 12-minute routine as well.
Yes, so there's multiple songs they've chosen so that, as you can see, there are a multicultural bunch of people. There's also women in the group, but they're not dancing today.
Running the light bulb, very good.
Yeah, and they've got like a bunch of Bollywood songs because I think that they're Indian by nature there, and they just. The energy that they put into their dances, the music when you get to hear it, when you watch the actual video. Tolga and I danced around the room. We played this multiple times.
Whoa.
Now, like, this is nothing without the music.
If you're like,
they're moving too fast.
In the wrong way, you punch someone. You had a couple of drinks at the reception. You start dancing. You miss your cue.
This is in normal speed.
I don't believe it.
But so I don't know how to explain this, but when you watch people that are really happy and enjoying what they're doing and they bring this just joyful energy, you kind of, it's infectious. Even if you're watching it in a video, it just pumps me up.
I so agree. Yeah. But
Also,
I always feel whenever I watch any kind of dance video or when I go to the theater as well, I'm like, wow, the human body is capable of so much, and I am just like wasting mine.
But how good is it also, because like watching, it's a big thing to watch nice moments at events, often weddings, being caught on camera when someone does like the best man speech, or the bride, like the dad surprises the bride, or something happens. But like when you put this amount of talent and they can actually follow through on the thing they're doing, that's wonderful to watch. It's like extra captivating to be like, oh my god, that's so good.
Yeah, so it's been enriching my life in the sense that I watch this like someone would have a morning cup of coffee. I watch this and I get so much joy that I'm pumped for the day. I'm dancing. I'm having the best time. So I like started watching it before streaming and just doing things around the house.
That is a great way to start the day.
It's just so happy. So if you get a chance to watch it, please do. Quick Style. They do like a wedding dance video, and just see if you don't smile. I don't know. Does your face not?
Yeah, this video is called "Famous Wedding Show Full 2022."
Cool.
So high.
I went down a rabbit hole of looking at Bruno Mars and his crew doing a bunch of live performances, and I was like, they might have some of the coolest choreography I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah, they do. It's such a show, isn't it?
Their thing was like the lights would turn on and off where different dancers would appear and disappear, and I was just like, and then just like, this level of mastery and that kind of stuff. And again, you do the same thing, then you walk around your house and you're like, and then you're like, no, Steph, like Steph, I'm with you. I'm like, I caught myself in a reflection there. Let's not do that again.
Totally.
No, you just got to own it.
Yeah.
If you go on ham like this, you just got to own it.
Yeah.
And
if it gets your endorphins up, then it's doing its job.
Yeah,
that is true. That is true.
Chat has called out as well, for those of you playing at home, that the bow tie wearing gentleman on the left seems to be on the left of frame most of the time. I'll I'll try
Like
and
a blue
bring him
bluish
around.
suit.
Here he comes. Yep, up the
Oh,
front
Will?
there now. That's Will.
Yeah.
Oh, little Will.
That was my first thought. That was my first thought. But then I was like, does
But-
Will want to be compared to every long-haired blonde dude with a bow tie?
But unlike Will's video where this guy's pants fall down and he runs out the door embarrassed in the background during the wedding, which is a callback to a wonderful video that Will showed us. Which I hope to see again.
Leave him alone. He's sick.
Sorry. We should have done a sick little Will as well. I should have done that.
Yeah, you should have done that on the plane back from the middle
That's
of the
true.
country, Gus. Please.
That's true.
Please get your priorities together. I'm happy to go next.
Yeah. Go for it.
I don't know if I can't remember if this has been shouted out before in this very segment. It certainly wasn't by me, but what I'm currently wearing are UGG boots with an outdoor sole.
What? Oh, there you go.
What?
Oh, yep. Yeah.
Did you just take it off, or are you incredibly flexible? Okay,
Just for comparison,
moves.
that's what a normal one looks like.
Yeah.
Just by comparison.
I've worn UGG boots
Thank
to
you, Luna.
to the
Sorry,
shops.
hold it up. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, cool.
Good.
Yeah,
sole
look at that
comparison.
normal one. Look at that normal
Lame.
one. Ew.
I've worn UGG boots to the shops once when it's been raining and gotten
wearing-
out in the car park and nearly killed myself because they're so
God, yeah,
slippery.
they're slippery.
Oh my gosh. Like I've done that thing where where your foot just slides really quickly and you almost do the splits and you're like, ugh! And then I'm like,
Yeah.
my life flashed before my eyes because I'm like, I almost like injured myself so badly. So an outdoor UGG sole would come very handy in that.
Tell us more, Pete. Tell us your review of.
Yeah,
why-
you can march around in these things. You can wear them all day, every day. You can wear them to the shops. That's the worst thing about Uggs is that you go to Woolies or Coles and they have like shiny hard floors and you slip all over the place in those. So
Isn't that just a little bit fun though? It's a little bit
bit fun
of
if you
last minute
can
late
get
night
like
shop.
a heavy trolley and get a good bit of momentum going and then just like put your weight on the handlebar just enough that you skid along behind the trolley.
Or if you've got
Can't
one
do
of
that
those
in
ones
these.
with like, if you've got a little ramp and that is also, and you've got enough in your shopping trolley, you forget momentum.
I'll tell you, I remember what it was now that made me go like, normal Uggs will not do. Was I was going up a like escalator that was flat, didn't have the stairs set up. So like it's just like metal, straight lines of metal heading back down the opposite direction, and I was like, I was not making progress up this thing, slipping while I was trying to move. It's like, okay, I need some soul.
But
going on.
so are those your only Uggs?
No, yes,
do
I
you
had
have
another pair of Uggs. I
Yeah,
threw
okay.
them out though.
So are you happy with an outdoor UGG as also an indoor UGG, or do you find them
Yes.
too bulky?
No, I wear them all day, every day.
Then
Like
you stomp
this
in
says
the stuff you
or
bring in
just
from
wear
outside,
shoes.
right?
Like
So-
Jeff, try going shopping in sneakers in like 2-degree weather.
Yeah,
You can do it, but why?
I
Don't do
had
that to yourself.
outdoor Uggs, but I found that I just always wore those little short gum boots that I have that have the neoprene inside. They're by an Australian brand
Feels
called
more
Merry
practical.
People, and they're so good. Yeah, and they slip on to the point like they're so easy to slip on that I don't have to use my hands. Like I can just slip into them just with my feet, which is like
Yes.
the dream.
That is the dream.
And I wear those, I find, outdoors now. So they've kind of
Wait,
taken
Luna, what
the
did you
place
hold
of
up
my-
before? Are you an own
These-
boot wearer or
Yeah,
like
I
a
wear
slipper?
these. I wear these everywhere. Like
Oh, damn.
just
Yeah, right.
everywhere I
Bit at the
can.
top?
I don't like to.
So good.
I don't like because they're so warm, and I don't want to
Yeah,
take
totally.
shoes off and then put shoes on to leave the house. I just go. in
Can you
these.
uncurl the top when you wear them, and so they're just taller when
Yeah,
the next bit
you
of your
can-
leg
you
gets
can-
cold?
You can. There you go.
Damn,
Wait, so,
I need
are you
higher
wearing an
ones like that.
indoor UGG outdoor?
I am, and this is why I'm so intrigued by these
that's
outdoor
dangerous,
soles,
yeah.
and I want to know where to get them.
Nicrotex wanted to know if it was a custom UGG. It is not. You can just buy outdoor Uggs. You can just buy them.
Yep.
There's two reasons why I don't do thick socks. And I have some for sure, but I don't really like to wear them. I don't find them particularly comfortable, for one. And also, they take up so much fucking room in your sock drawer.
That
You
is
have
true.
like 3 pairs of thick socks, half your drawer's gone.
Yeah, it's true. That's
I
true.
don't need that in my life. I want to keep a minimal drawer, and so I've got just like normal socks.
I do have
Do
a
that
pair
if it
of
get too cold.
You could do you could do thermal socks like
Yeah.
in wool, but wool.
I have a pair of thick socks with like the fleece inside, and then they have rubber dots on the bottom so you can run around the house and not slip over.
You'd be getting up that escalator next to Pete in socks, and he'd be just there going, son of a bitch.
And then someone goes past in those like toe-fingered shoes.
Also, if she gets up next to you and she's in the other escalator, that's at the point you realise you're going the wrong way.
I was on the wrong escalator the whole time. I was on the down escalator. I've made a huge mistake.
I'll go next.
Yep.
Shoot.
So my game of life tip actually comes through me, but via Jordan Rasco, who gave me this hot tip. Because if you are a person who has to take any kind of medication throughout the day, like I do, I find it difficult. Initially, just like remembering to take it and stuff. I've got reminders on my phone, but like, you know, I get very easily distracted. It's very difficult to remember all that kind of stuff. So, like I kind of tried to solve the problem by just like stashing medication everywhere. I have it like in my bag beside my bed. I have it on my desk. I have it like all these different places. And then I found the problem was that I would take it and then forget whether or not I had taken it, and then would be in a situation where I was like, do I risk taking it twice or not take it at all? And that was like a problem. And I was talking to other people about this, who particularly people who have to like, you know, throughout the day. And Jordan Rasco said that they had the same problem. And she recommended this thing. It's called ePill Time Cap. And it has a little digital thingy on it.
Oh, yeah, clock.
And, well, yes.
Sorry, one more time. Show us the digital thingy.
David's gonna punch it.
AKA clock.
Well, it's not just a clock. It tells you the day of the week, and then it tells you the time, and and then a button.
Is it a G-Shock?
Wait, you press a button, and it tells you the last time you opened it.
Oh, cool.
So I can be like,
that actually is bloody clever.
Yeah.
Sorry, one more time. Does it have a date on it as well? Or it's just time.
It has the day of the week.
Okay.
And
the week. Yeah, okay.
There's a whole bunch of programmable functions, so that when I go like this, it'll be like, oh, you last took it at that time. And so then you can kind of like make sure that you're not like double dosing or whatever like that. So it's really, really cool. So
Every time I cut back from the close up, Gus and Luna were like
like
trying to read the thing.
And it tells
It's difficult to press the button.
Right.
I was trying to figure out if you have to like push a button to say that you took it, or do you open it and it just senses it and automatically?
It's just automatically when you open it. So as soon as you open it, it's like, I'm open, and then it resets the little clock. And so then when you close it again, then all you have to do is just like hit the check button, and it's like, that's the last time. So you don't.
Oh, you have to hit a check button when you close it.
No.
You could open it and go. Oh wait,
the check button is to check what the time is since you last open it.
Yeah.
So you hold in the button, and it's like that was the time when you opened it last.
Yeah. So it automatically goes like, this was the last time you opened it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's great. The only downside is I got it off Amazon, and it was like really fucking expensive. There's cheaper ones. There's cheaper versions of them that you can get. But anyway, clever idea, because I never clearly somebody was just like, this is a problem for lots of people, and what an awesome thing, because like I was trying so hard to not have it be an issue, but when you're busy throughout the day and it becomes something that's so regular, it's so easy to be like, oh shit, I actually don't remember, because it's become second nature. I actually don't remember if that happened or not. And particularly if you have ADHD, it's one of those things that's just like the best.
That's very cool. Deluxe saying, can we get this for wine as well? They're like, you just opened this. I know. Shut up.
That still wouldn't help me remember my meds. Yes, but it will help you with the issue of not taking them twice, which is what this is specifically helping you with. You still need to set a reminder.
I don't want to sound like I shout something out and then be like, it doesn't have that, but it could have like an alarm, couldn't it, as well, that beeps like that?
Yeah, like a clock.
Like,
Yes, I think
Yeah.
there's versions of it that you can get that
Yeah,
do
right.
beep, or maybe this one does have that function of actually not. There's like a mode button on there that I haven't looked into.
It's always a pain programming old digital stuff where it's
Yeah.
like beep, 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 and go through it. But I'm sure someone's come up with a version.
What if it like synced with an app or something on your phone, and so you could like check it on your phone as well?
There's definitely got to be apps for that stuff too.
And then
That's
a
nice-
location thing for where the fuck you left your meds.
Yeah. Find my meds.
Find my meds.
That's
Steph, is there like on the bottom of it, is there like a little hook or something so you can wall mount it as well? Just so like the clock is facing out, so it's useful throughout the day as well. Or...
That'd be cute.
Wait, what you've just
You
come
can
up
make
with is a large clock that hides pills. In
a tiny clock.
It's like some weird Breaking Bad shit.
No, Pete, shut up, Steph. Strap it to your wrist, put it down there, and that way you'll always know where it is, and you'll always know the time.
I watched a video because I subscribed to some ADHD content. And I watched a video of somebody, or it might have been a TikTok actually, of somebody who was just like, "This is how I start my day," and they had like 13 bracelets with little tags on them that was like all of the things that they needed to do. And after they've completed the task, they take the bracelet off and then they just have to walk around with all these bracelets on. But they don't like move on with their day until they've completed all the tasks because it's there as a constant reminder that, oh, you started
That's
feeding
amazing.
the dog, but you didn't actually complete that
Oh,
task.
wow.
So yeah, there's lots of people have come up with different ways to kind of get through all that kind of stuff, but like I
does sound
found that
like a
one
very
seems
useful
kind of
tool.
minimalist and
Yeah.
clever, and I thought that was great.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very good.
Gussie.
Well, yeah, my game of life I thought would be relevant to the trip I just took. I thought it could be relevant to everyone as well, as these always should be, because that's kind of the point. So my game of life, basically, always carry with you a small, like 1 by 1 foot piece of timber. Because when you want to be jacking up your trailer that broke down because you popped a tire because you sheared a bolt on it, on the crossbar suspension, you don't want to be putting that jack up in sand because basically the jack will find its way down into the sand. And as you're trying to leverage that thing up, what'll happen is you'll just keep pushing the jack down into the sand. And if you're with someone, possibly, say, your father figure, who starts getting angry about that, you realize you didn't find that piece of timber. So you start loosening the jack. The problem is you loosen the jack with a valve at the bottom. You do that just bit by bit. That basically changes the oil pressure in the jack. Pretty simple. You loosen that thing too much, the oil will project out of the jack. And if you do that, aim it at your son, who's there, in this case me, you'll find yourself covered in oil, jack oil. So that'll ruin your pants, first of all. Then you'll be like, well, what do we do? The jack doesn't work anymore, hypothetically, of course. So after that, you then need to find the second jack that you brought. So take 2 jacks, another Game of Life tip right there. Second jack, then realize that you need to prop a bit of wood under that one. That was the first tip. Once that happens, you're able to get the trailer up high enough to take the spare off, put the other one back on. Pants are still ruined at this stage. And then essentially spend 2 hours with your ass in the dirt, fixing a tire and getting on your merry way after you hammer through a large piece of metal that you just found in the back of the car, but it isn't a bolt that replaced the bolt that broke. So you can keep moving down the road before you run out of daylight and just end up camping on the side of the road.
Oh my god!
Can I ask you a question,
Basically.
Gus? Did you at any point during the situation consider locking the diff?
Diff. That would have been it. The diff was already locked. The car was in 4-wheel drive. And we may have gone over a particularly deep hole and bounced the trailer too high, and in doing so, broken the bolt.
I played
the
Snow
diff was
Runner this week. So
Oh,
I'm
I heard.
I'm across the diff. I'm across the diff.
I heard.
Avexia says it's been a long time since Jack Oil has ruined his pants. So,
But it happens.
consider yourself
It
lucky.
can happen.
Consider yourself lucky.
Especially, just be careful when your dad's around. No, look, that was the joke. But honestly, my quick game of life is if you haven't and you can, go to the Outback. Go Outback. It is, if you're in Australia and you haven't been and you have the option to, or you want to go traveling and you haven't gone like to somewhere sort of more central to the Northern Territory, do yourself a favor and go to the Outback. It is so amazing. I'm in love with the place. I can't wait to go back. I took a trip from Alice Springs to Darwin. I drove. I saw so much of the country. I camped in the middle of the desert. It's surprisingly easier to camp in the desert than it is at campsites. And like the country is very dry. There's a lot of wood to burn. There's heaps of room to camp. If you do the right things, it's so much more forgiving than like trying to organize a camping trip with mates at a like clusterfuck of a campsite or something. It's really, really wonderful. So, and just like the sun, and go in winter if you can, because the sunsets are perfect and then the air temperature is amazing. It's never too hot. There's amazing culture. There's so much stuff to see. If you can, go to the Outback. It is just wonderful as an Australian to do. I know it's a cliche what I'm looking like now, but I've come back so like happy and relaxed and had such a great time. So
I think you'd be happy with the name Gussel Coit, which is getting thrown around.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll leave it like I've got my boots on. I'm just all like, it was so good. It was so good.
Do you reckon the Uggs would survive the Outback?
I bought my mum a pair of the Uggs with the treads on the bottom, exactly what you have for her to take on the rest of the trip.
It's not very slippery in the Outback. It's like I don't know that you need that much tread, do you?
No,
It's
but if you're camping
it's a pretty dry, rough area.
Steph,
it's not very slippery in the Outback.
Steph, it's less about the slipping at that point. Steph, it's less about the slipping, and it's more about the possibly needing to get up in the middle of the night to head out into the bush if you're busting, and it got to like below 0 where we were, so the nights get cold.
No, but my point is that you don't necessarily need the outdoor Uggs for the Outback. Like any Uggs would do.
I mean, if you need to throw them on and go out in the middle of the night or wear them around a campsite or something, it's nicer to have those ones because the non-outdoor ones get ruined pretty quick. Like they get messed up. So I think a tread will help you in the dust.
Worth the investment.
Sure. Sure.
Worth the investment. So you're also recommending outdoor Uggs.
I am, Peter. Also, tip number 4, get a bigger sock drawer. Because I just got one and it's amazing.
I just downsized my sock drawer.
No, I put in a new set of drawers and it's massive, and I just put all my socks in, and I've got big double lucky ones, and they're great. So honestly,
that's
you can.
Nice.
You're living the life. You're living the life.
Dream.
New bathroom, new sock drawer. No one can stop you now. No one can stop you now.
There you go.
All right.
Nice.
That was good.
All
That
right.
was.
Game of life.
So loud.
Deserves to be loud. Deserves to be
Well
loud.
done.
It's glorious. It's glorious. All of the wonderful pockety cards and everything that you've made. And I'm sorry we can't see it this week, but in the studio you would have seen last week, and you'll see next week as well. We have new posters, artworks in the back studio wall that are all of the really cool pockety montages of every pockety that Gus has ever made, and they look really, really cool, and I love them.
Aww.
They look super awesome.
I saw obviously in the episode where you guys had Skill Up, and where I forgot the lovely Luna on this one, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a pockety on all the guest hosts we've had. We had Jess, we had Steph Panicasio, and now that we've starting to get a couple of guests popping through, which has been super, super lovely, I feel that I must make pocketies of all the guests who've come on the show, and then we'll somehow find a way to get them up on the wall as well.
Stickers, and we'll slap them on.
Does that mean I get a pockety?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a pockety, whether you like it or not.
For sure. Cool. Well, that's it. That's the end of the show. We're going to say thank you to a few people. First of all, our mods who just make everything flow smoothly, despite how chaotic we try to make this show and how viciously we try to derail them. They keep everything in line. They keep everyone feeling safe and secure and seen. So I appreciate you. Gat, Syntax Error, Kit Carnage, Liz Dahlia, Sith Cat, Phoenix O'Lion, Disturbed, Jex, Caboose, and What the Shark. You're all amazing. Thank you so much. You're just unbelievable, wonderful human beings.
I believe
thank you
them.
so much. Well, it's what they do is unbelievable. It's what they do with it, Peter. It's what they do with it.
Not that they don't exist.
Correct.
Okay.
But this is the setup
also,
for then how much better the next people are.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It also
They truly are unbelievable.
just so spectacular. You'll be blinded by the spectacularness. Thank you so much to all of our Back Pocket patrons who make the show possible. Huge thank you to our stop titchers as well. And our stop titchers.
Stop
He said stop titches again. Top stitch.
Stop titching, Steph.
Stop it.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Sometimes my brain tries
Shenanigans.
to move faster than my mouth, and my brain slows down, and then my mouth moves too fast. Do you understand?
Understand.
Totally. It's a
My-
wonderful spoonerism.
It's because you guys make all these weird, like, word alliteration, like, anagram things that are difficult to say. Top stitches. You all know who you are, and thank you so much to all of you, including.
Oh,
Gus has disappeared. Are you okay, Gus?
Oh, he's dead.
He just said "oh" a couple times. You back?
He froze
I'm
for
back.
a second.
I'm
He's
back. I'm
Gus,
so sorry.
take us away.
Stop Titches. Thank you so much to all of them, including our patrons. And they are, of course,
Steph.
Oranishi, you don't need pants on the moon. You just need some shorts that show off your sexy knees.
Or if you don't have sexy knees, you might have sexy Nathans. Not Masons, never Masons. Luna.
Slowpunk, the best Pokemon there ever was.
Gotta punk them all. Akarash. Akarash. You be the bee of the high seas. The high bees. You're an Akarash.
Nicrotex, the heart of a human beating inside a robot, and beating so fast, he's going to send us all into a fluster.
Boxy, you can't put him in a box because he'll break out of it because he knows boxes too well.
The coast.
We built this city. I mean, I'm sorry.
Gus!
It's fine.
It's
Oh,
fine.
it's your turn.
Postal got half an ad break, so, you know.
Well,
That's true.
let me try. The coastal city. If it had a typo, then it's a town made of places to rest your cup.
Son of a bitch, I can't believe you stole that. The Vegabus, wishing everyone a happy birthday as it choo-choos along. Wait, that's a Vega train, this is the Vegabus. I understand.
Stephanie, your eyes are closed.
Yes, sorry. No, they were slightly open. I was just squinting. Timothy. Timothy loves all kinds of things, but also loves those things more when they're in the Matrix, because that's where everything's going to get super wild. Timothy.
Yep. Join the dog army, and you might get yourself a fancy little hat. Isn't that nice? Woof woof.
That's how they recruit people in the army. You want a fancy little hat? Come on.
Yeah.
Evil spy boy, arch nemesis of good keeps to themselves person.
And want to sign up to the robot army? Well, just join, because we're all robots, aren't you? You're a robot, right? Wait a minute, you're not a robot? Get out of here, you don't get a fancy hat.
BuriBuri. It would be a better host of this show than me, and I know that because of the fantastic access to legal vocabulary that she has, which is a necessary thing for this show because we colour outside the lines here on my pocket.
Puxachog, treat yourself to a lovely gown. Not gown, what do they call it? Yeah, dressing gown. Bathrobe, that's what I mean.
A robe, yeah.
Or a robe,
It's a robe.
to cover up that little twin penis that you got going on.
Let it poke out.
Penis.
Dream PC, the complete opposite to a nightmare PC.
You can't just keep doing opposites.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, let her do it. Let her do it. It's essentially, she's taking the thing and she's flipping it onto the other thing, much like a Rhys Wild does when he's flipping all over the place. Rhys Wild is
Beautiful.
Flipping wild boy.
Flipping on the wakeboard. Dump days. Listen, bin chickens are the most underrated bird in Australia because they are tall, they are slender, they make a nice honking noise, and Dump Days knows this and celebrates them daily.
And Loki Cat tries to hit them on his bike while drunk. BuriBuri, if you're watching this, put Loki Cat in jail immediately. Thank you very much.
Middle C is also the middle note on a piano, but the number one C in our hearts.
Yeah.
Good.
Love that.
And of course, Mr. Gorbachev. Tear down this Ligon Street. Wallsy. Tear down this Wallsy and come behind the paywallsy, come what may. All of you. It's the end of that segment.
Nice. Well done.
Fucking hell.
It's always a slog, but we get there.
Listen, if you're an eligible patron, you should totally join us for the post show because it gets a little bit more loose. Can you believe that it would get more loose than this?
Oh yeah.
When we don't have the structure of Nick's hosting, it's pretty loose, but it'll get looser in a different way in the post show. So you should totally come hang out with us. If you're not a patron, consider becoming one at patreon.com/back_pocket. You can find our YouTube channel at youtube.com/backpocketbids. We're Back Pocket Bids on social as well. And we have a Redbubble store as well. You can find Back Pocket on Redbubble and buy some cool merch, cool stuff that Guz has done, cool art, like cool pockety shirts.
Cool clocks. Clocks, Steph? You can buy clocks?
There is a
Cool
clock.
clocks.
Secret pill.
It's a series of cool clocks.
No one wants a clock, Gus. I don't know.
How do you know?
Stop pushing
Just the fact they haven't sold any doesn't mean that no one wants them.
No one wants a clock like no one wants your leggings.
I'll sell eventually.
I didn't do a spoonerism on that one.
No, I'm sure. If we push the clocks hard enough, people will buy them. We'll be signing clocks at PAX, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll just wait to see how many clocks appear.
Clocks. Okay, good.
Yeah.
But also, before we leave, we got to promote the next week. We're not on Thursday. We will be back in the studio. We'll be on Saturday the 6th in the studio, 6th of August, and we're going to be live for 12 hours because we're doing a bit of a what do you reckon, pledge drive?
Yeah.
An old PBS. Call up and pledge. But we're doing a 12-hour marathon for our Patreon. We're going to have a whole bunch of new things that we're going to sort of show off for you guys there, and we're going to hopefully raise it up to those goals and be able to add a whole bunch of content to the Back Pocket catalog on top of all of the stuff we already provide.
Midday to midnight.
My God.
Some segments you'll recognize. Yes. Some segments you'll recognize. There will be some new segments. And there's also like what we really want to use it for is to promote some stuff that we want to do and we think you'll enjoy, but also help us fund some of the stuff that we enjoy making and you guys remember, like playbacks, get some Scaredy Boys shot and edited. And really it's to help us drive that. Not midnight to midday. No, it's from 12 p.m. on the 6th, on Saturday the 6th, and it will go to the midnight of the 7th.
The midnight, yeah.
The middle of the night between the 6th and the 7th.
Basically, what you need to know is it's a 12-hour stream on Saturday. We're going to be there all day trying to raise money to make all the fun stuff that we want to make for Pocket that we can't quite do at the moment, but that you definitely want to see. And we've got a whole bunch of really fun, wacky stuff planned for the day. Some surprises, some old favorites. It's going to be really awesome. Please come. Please tell your friends. Tell your enemies.
Bring a thespian.
Bring a thespian for sure. Because it'll be really, really fun.
You've done some like sub streams, haven't you? You've done like some semi-marathon-y things. Any advice or stuff that we should know?
Drink plenty of water.
Okay.
Have dance breaks.
Dance breaks.
Let's get
We could do dance breaks.
Please have dance breaks. Please dance to the songs from the wedding
dance to that video.
Yeah.
I would be up for that.
That's my
we'll have dance cam, and if we hit things, we'll run onto that. Okay, we're planning so many things we haven't done. We should do that. We'll take more of your tips. Sounds fun. Luna, we should say thank you so much for joining us this week as well. Thanks for guesting in, and thank you for filling so much of the dead air that I couldn't provide at the beginning of this show as well.
Totally. Are you going to come hang with us in the post show?
Yeah, if I'm allowed.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You're allowed. You're allowed.
Before we jump over to
it's
that,
whether you'll want to stay there after 5 minutes.
Totally.
Question.
We'll see.
Should before? Oh no.
Gus keeps going leading into like throws.
Sorry.
And
I was gonna say before we do you want to let people know, if you didn't already at the start, where people can find you and what else you're doing like in the next couple of weeks?
That's a great question. You can find me on twitch.tv/LounaTuna, as also in chat right now. And same username across all socials. What am I doing? Still, I got to finish up some Stray. Still playing some Minecraft. Being cute with my boyfriend, and just eating a lot of food. Hopefully.
Tolga's live right now.
Yeah.
Should we raid across?
Oh, yeah, that would be really
Send the party, keep the party going.
Do
That would
it.
be
Keep the
super
party
cute.
going. What's Tolga
Alright.
streaming?
I think he's playing Stray tonight because I told him, please play it so I can talk to you about all the things that I can't talk to you about.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's like when I asked Peter to watch Arcane and he didn't do it, and now I
probably
can't
will
share it
eventually.
with him. You say that, but I don't think so.
All right, well, let's head across to the post show. You're going to go and see Tolga if you're not coming along with us. So we'll see some of you very soon, and some of you next week.
Bye.
Let's back it out.
Bye, everyone.
Bloody out.